Nincompoops. Anyways, let's play D&D. I know
Um,
the week. Let's play my D&D.
yeah. So I don't know where you were at on creating a character, but I know I was in the midst of trying to help Johnny and Jesse here, who are complete noobs when it comes to the online D&D sessions that we've been referring.
Back in my day, you used a goddamn pencil and you liked it.
Back in my day, remember when we used the map? We actually used the map. None of this technology.
And if the sky was cloudy, you were fucked.
So
All right,
The-
let me go into this thing. Let me try the screen share bullshit.
yeah, the three things you'll need, I guess, are what we were talking about just before that, which is a D&D Beyond account, so you can quick make a character. I think it took you, Olivia, like 10 minutes before the session.
There. This is what I got going
Should
on.
stream.
I don't know what a
Okay.
blood hunter is, because
That's outside of my 3-5 info.
Okay, now that's legit.
You're picking.
So that looks like you got that set up, actually. So what you want to do beyond that, because the next thing is look up an extension for Google Chrome, which I think it looks like you're using,
yes.
called Beyond
Anything to you.
called Beyond 20.
Which it's been so long since I've added a new plugin.
I can find for you myself, and I think I've got it pinned in the chat somewhere. But for your ease of use, here is that. And it should get you to where you need to be. And then it'll download and install pretty quickly. And let me know when that works. Or is rather installed.
What? This is what you just sent?
Yes. And then, Astral Tabletop is what's supported, but you don't need to click on that. I did just type it in there, so give me a sec if I can find out where it's at on that. I don't know why I didn't just send you, like, the... Because it's actually, like I said, a plugin to Chrome. So I gotta go to their, like, App Store, which is normally where you... Yep, you gotta go to their App Store and download it there. I found it. There we are. That'll get...
Haha, look at that.
That'll get you straight to the app for you to install.
My character, the random, is Shafel Floshem.
Yes.
Where the
It looked
fuck?
like chafing. It looked like chafing, like, flush hem. It just didn't look good.
You should do every aspect random and just hope for the best.
Yeah, it's what I wanted to do.
Do it.
Alright, cool.
So I was AFK for a hot second, but I'm back now.
Okay.
Taking the pupper out. I don't know if I missed much, but
No, you're good. We're still working through that stuff. I think your information of D&D's Beyond quick character thing is being implemented on other levels.
What level are we at?
1.
Oh no.
We're babies.
Mm-hmm. But you're gonna potentially power level depending upon if you guys don't all die.
Yeah.
So my D&D Beyond just crashed and goes, whoop, we rolled a 1A, or we rolled a 1 on our AIP check. We're heading into town to visit a blacksmith for repairs. Try again after a short rest. Okay.
yeah. Did Josh tell everyone this is gonna be like Dark Souls? Did you want this information told, Josh? I'm sorry. I might have just shit the bed.
Nah, you're good.
This is like gonna be like Dark Souls. This whole fucking campaign. So buckle up, Buttercups.
I think for the two that don't understand, or at least one that I know for sure doesn't understand Dark Souls, is that it's like classified as one of the hardest games ever.
It's like living in Australia. Everything's trying to kill you.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
Always.
Okay.
It's OP
As
as
long as I
fuck.
can murder some innocent town folk, I'm happy.
I don't know. You might have to wait a while for that, but
Can I kick some chickens? I know that's not Dark Souls, that's Fable, but I just really want to kick chickens. That's like one of my favorite things to do.
you didn't go with
Okay.
you didn't go with a magic user, or I would say you could turn somebody into a chicken and then kick them.
I mean, I can make some friends with someone that does magic.
Yeah, that's true too.
So is it in Astral then?
Yep, it's in Astral. It's I sent you guys all an email link to that too, to that campaign because I made a
I
new
found
campaign.
you don't need the email link. So if you go to Astral and you exit out of Alopolis, Manopolis will just like pop up.
Yeah, it's on the left
I had
side.
to,
Did that work for you though, Johnny?
I got it in. I got the extension in. Now
Perfect.
I need to go to that astral.
Exactly.
Mario Battlehammer. So do you import? Do you want to create a new character and import one from your vault?
Create.
So you create a new character, but you just okay. So then,
And then you have to import it from D&D Beyond.
Yep. Because it doesn't import it doesn't import it from outside of Astral. So an import is like if you had Shia saved to your vault, which you can do, and then any campaign later, once you get her in there, you can just put her in a new campaign. That's the nice
so I
thing.
will say that they just assigned it assigned like a random person, and it's effing perfect for Mario Battlehammer.
Oh, okay.
Great. I'm going to play the character.
I might even be able to find one with a hammer later. But
She's a. We'll see. Well, I'll. You guys might find out.
Hey, Josh,
yes.
quick question.
Yes.
You ever watch the Boondocks?
Boondock Saints?
No, the Boondocks, animated cartoon.
Yes. Heck
Man,
yes.
Okay.
yes.
Do you remember Slickback, the pimp?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I have a question. Would it be possible, Baharash, but then the Mountain Sage? So you have to say the whole thing, just like
Oh.
Pimp and Slickback. So, is there enough text for it to get the whole?
There
Mountain
is.
Sage after that.
There is, but it's going to be it's going to be literally the size of another person.
How about we just,
That's why I on my screen, funny enough, I can show you my screen because I'm not doing anything right now, but on my screen, because I put it as your full name, but this is what it at least gives you an idea of what it would look like.
Why don't you put TMS after it?
Yeah, you could go TMS, that would be a lot smaller. But like,
Well, how about we just abbreviate Mountain to like MNT?
so the MNT Sage,
Yeah.
it would still be about the same size, but I can do it. But you can see what I mean. Like, you might miss something if you're walking by it because your name's too big.
Gotcha.
But I can do that.
So it says I don't have access to join the game on Astral.
Doch. Which the question though is, I think I remember running into this before too, is do you have the same email registered that you're trying to register with Astral that I sent it to?
Oh, did the list just show up? Oh. Oh, thank you. Sorry. No, I use the same email for everything.
His name was Pogo 419.
Yes.
Okay. You should in your email have invitation sent to, but otherwise
Yeah,
you should
I
have
went through.
permission.
Oh, here's another one.
It's the second one. Yep, that'll do it. Because the first one I sent actually was technically like an set up wrong. So I had to send a second one.
Hey, Ike, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you come out into the family room and turn the ceiling fan on? Because I can't reach it.
Great.
Why haven't you made that chain longer?
That's what tall people
I
are
have
for.
smart lights for the lights, so I can just have Alexa turn those on. But she can't turn the fan on for me.
It's even funnier if you guys all knew each other to some degree, because Ike is like shorter than me.
He's only like an inch taller than me, but it's that extra inch.
Yo,
I
tell
also
me
have
about
very
it.
long
That's what
arms,
she said.
so-
That was well timed.
So
Did that work
where
for
do
you,
see your
Johnny?
I've never used Astral before, so now I don't know how to find the game.
Should be. I'm not sure what you're seeing, so I didn't.
It just put me on my profile page. It's like,
And then it'd be on the left is where your campaigns are, and you should
Yeah, if
only
you're, like-
see Manipolis.
menopause?
Menopause.
No babies.
The one true evil.
Well,
nope, it's not here.
Interesting side note, I forget who I've told, I think it was you, Cassidy, you're the only one that actually knows besides my girlfriend, is that Manipolis is actually Greek for manipulation.
well, now we all know.
Mm-hmm.
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 So what
Cue
if I
that
did?
shooting star across the
I don't have a character
face.
made.
more
Yet.
you know. More you
Sorry. Makes me think of Mickey Mouse when you redid it back again.
Dad, what the? But yeah, Menopolis isn't
Isn't
on
showing
my
up.
thing.
Isn't showing up. Did you go... So when it said you didn't have access, let me see here. If I go back to this page here.
So when I go to my inbox,
I could just send a brand new invite too, if you want me to right this second.
who's Tom Lockman?
Are bathroom odors that linger?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good... Oh!
Yeah.
It might be the actual creator.
So if you're looking at my screen, like this
Yep.
one here is the first one you sent me.
So it's the second one you want to go to.
Yeah, then I just clicked on this one. This
Uh-huh.
is the second one you sent me.
Uh-huh.
And it's still not.
It made you a liar.
It just takes me to my it just takes me to my profile.
That's an
So-
awful lot of Lego emails you got there.
Hey, you bite me.
Well, go back to Astro real quick for me.
I have
Who
a million.
is Griselda Maraxidor?
Me.
I like looked at the name and I was like, Gesundheit, Lord.
I was on the phone with my mom when I was making my character. I'm like, what should I name this person? And she was like,
Can you Scroll,
Griselda. And I was like, okay.
can you scroll down for me, Johnny?
Maraxidor. Maraxidor sounds like
Scroll back up.
a medicine if you have digestive.
That's bottom of the page.
Yeah, scroll back
Mirror
up for me.
Maraxidor.
Side effects include death.
Welcome to Astral.
Griselda Miralax.
What happens if you click on... Let me go to this.
Mommy.
Let me go to this and send you... Alright, did you click on the link that was in Discord? What does that do?
That's bottom. Button. What that? Astral. Click on. All right, it puts me into the thing, and I hit. And I get "You shall not pass."
Oh, what does the "You shall not pass" say?
You don't have necessary permissions to access this area.
Huh.
Error code 403.
You know what it might be? Is that a while ago, we'd gotten into the beta of it. But I'm not in the beta currently. But I think it may not be necessary. I don't know 100%. Let me see if I can uninvite you and then re-invite you. Cancel. I'm gonna copy paste this because I won't remember. Is it working for you, Jess? Or have you gotten that far?
Nah, she's still character.
Okay. Send the invite. Alright, so let me know if that one... It looks like it registered this time too because you have an account. It says Pogo of 4.
V4.
Yeah, V4.
Join the party!
Who are you?
There we go. Now I got to start playing the thing.
Was that a question
Don't
for...
look now.
Was that a question for yourself there, Jess? Who are you? Because you're still creating...
I asked who he was yelling at.
Oh.
Everybody who's listening.
Did that work then for you? This time?
Yeah, I'm looking at the grid and it just says start playing.
Awesome. So then from there, you'll need to, like, create a character. And then, you don't have to put anything in the character. You don't have to put anything in the character sheet specifically yet. Once it does get to that point, but you do have to create. Yeah, you have to create a new character, in Astral. You just got to click on that button. That's how they've labeled it. Even though what you can do once you do create the character,
what makes it happy.
you can go to a certain setting. Which once you get to that point, I can I can show you what you need to do next if you got a character created in Astral. I see you popped up.
Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod.
Well, I mean, I got that one from Beyond, which is all just random generated. So I was like, meh, it's fast.
Same thing. I let it. I did the easy version, and it made it for me. So don't feel bad.
And plus, to keep in mind, all of this is, you guys are all first level for a reason to some degree because, like, you guys don't know each other. You don't know who you guys are. You can lie right now and then come up with actual shit later that you care about. And yeah, so you guys have at this point just appeared on this giant looking table with giant objects and you're standing on a map.
In the middle of an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Not again.
Okay, so here is what I be looking at.
Okay, so now if you go to display on the left, nope, in your character sheet up there that's popped up.
Okay.
And then you see where the URL is. If you go to your D&D Beyond, that other stuff makes sense now to connect to.
So now I copy that, and I just paste that in there.
Mm-hmm. Enter. And you want to rename your character on this too to what it is in there, so it links a little bit better too, I think.
Okay.
What race did you choose, by the way? I didn't see that.
ASMR.
Oh yeah, right. I knew you were talking about it, but I wasn't sure if that's what you'd gone with or not.
Are you gonna talk real like low and like close to your microphone?
Alright guys, so this is my first time playing this game with all of you. I hope you enjoy my antics.
Mommy approves.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
So I put that URL in there, and it's even after I'm.
If you go back to now, you got to go back to D&D Beyond. Go to features and traits, or whatever that is. There. Yep. You were on top of it.
There we go.
Now it should, if you roll in D&D Beyond, so just like roll a d20 for me, or something. Whatever it is that you got going on.
Never used Beyond before. Where do I roll?
Yeah, right. Got a bottom left.
Boop bop beep beep.
Ah, I see.
Ski ba 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 da boop.
Congratulations, you're now an android.
You got a 1. And it now if you look in Astral, it popped up in chat down there at the bottom.
It says absent player.
It shows up
Try
as
refreshing. You might need to close out. Of
That's
those.
actually-
Either refresh. I had to close out of the windows altogether before it would work for me.
that's also actually to you guys. On mine it says Pogo 4, V4.
Who cares about the DM, Josh? It's all about the players.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, Johnny, and Jess, when you go to roll in D&D Beyond, if you need to roll like a specific thing, if you hover over the number next to what you're rolling for, there should be a, like, it'll say, like, B20, I think. And if you click on that, it'll roll for you, too. And it'll add your modifiers and stuff.
What was the name of that?
Let's play.
So what was your name there, Johnny? Just real quick.
My character's name was Flynn.
Flynn. Okay. And where are you at? Where are you at, Jess?
Lost. I'm lost. I'm sorry. I've had to keep stepping away. My cousin called and apparently was beating on our door because she thought we were dead. Because neither of us were answering our phones.
Great facial reaction. Perfect. Yes.
No, we're just playing D&D. You know, being nerds like we normally are.
Oh yeah, and then she asked if I wanted to hang out, and I'm like, Liz, I just said I'm playing D&D right now. She goes, oh, where are all the people? Have them trapped in my basement.
Tied to the radiator so we can
You know-
grape them.
Right now, being trapped in a basement might be better than being alone in my apartment. So,
At least then she'd have company. Alright.
friends are good.
So
I wish I was people.
I mean, you guys might be able to figure out this first puzzle a little bit. I feel like, especially coming with some return players before you get your character made to some degree, Jess. I don't know if you're okay with that, or if you want us to hold on a minute. I don't know how far along you are in the process.
All I have is an idea, and I was messing around with the link that you sent in the Facebook chat, the fast character creator. And I mean, this is fine, but now what do I do with this?
The fast character creator was more of like just to get an idea of what you want to play, I think, and like
Okay.
so that you can have a jumping off point, because this is bad DMing here. It's all my bad. But the D&D Beyond thing, which I walked Johnny through a good bit there, is how we actually play.
All right, babe, you can walk me through that.
Yeah, so if you go into D&D Beyond, you can actually, if you try to make a new character, or create a character, it has an option for a quick build, and it literally does everything for you. You just pick which like class and race you want to be, or race and class, and then it makes it for you. So it takes like 2 seconds.
Ma'am.
And then you have to link it into Astral. But
I also don't remember doing this table puzzle before, so I'm
there's a puzzle.
useless.
Me and Ike did not do it because we joined after everybody popped off the puzzle
No, you were here.
or off the table.
Yeah, this
too.
But then
Bree and
so
I.
Kyle kind of just was like, Oh, I figured it out. Boom.
That's what
I
happened.
was like, okay.
Yeah, what happened last time? Because I
So-
wasn't there.
Besides what you know of the fact that you're on a giant table, you guys have all appear, and I'm including you in this, Jess. Whatever character you end up actually creating once you have Johnny walk you through that, or if you want me to walk you through that right now, we can do that.
Yeah, can you walk me through that right now?
Yes, please. So
Sorry.
you're good. So if you're in the chat, the second link.
Discord, right?
Yep. Yeah, there's multiple chats. I get that definitely gets confusing to my own sake. But if you click on the second link, which is Beyond 20, that will get you to that's the third link that will get you to the plugin. Because you said you were starting on a character in D&D Beyond, or I'm trying to get this all. Help me out here.
So the third link, clicking on that. Beyond 20.
That gets you to the plugin that you need to connect the two that you'll be using.
It got me to a video. No, the
It got you to the app that should connect, that you should download and install. That's a plugin for.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
okay.
For Google Chrome.
All right, I clicked add it.
Okay. And the link that I just sent would get you to D&D Beyond, which is where everybody has created their characters and their character sheets. And there's a quick create button. I haven't gone through it. I know now Johnny and Olivia have. But it seems quite simple.
Olivia, can you pronounce your character's name?
Mommy?
Mommy.
Mommy.
Okay.
Mommy,
Good.
Mime.
Yeah,
Good.
it's gonna be great because
I like it.
because are you gonna be another androgynous character as well? I'm guessing too, assuming something that nobody knows your sex is.
I have to think about that. Probably.
Okay, I'm just
That's fun. It's a good time.
I'm just wondering because they're going to have to address this androgynous-looking giant Goliath person as mommy.
Oh, so that was gonna be my question. Was since Mime is a halfling, is Mommy Goliath?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy.
Yeah, I'm a barbarian Goliath. Goliath barbarian, whatever.
How's that working for you,
Is
Jess?
the use of the word mommy
I'm
mandatory?
I know. I don't know if I can.
Only if you want my attention.
If you guys want, so that we can start
Fair enough.
at least getting this a little bit to somewhere for everybody else here, and I'll jump over to that second channel and help Jess out so we can get this going. Basically, what's happening, and this is for you too, Jess. When you pop onto the table into existence, you guys see each other for the first time. You don't know what's going on. You don't know who you are, but you hear a voice coming in from above you saying, "Hello and welcome. I see that you are finding the path of power, and I'm here for you. Now, if you can only find it, I will show you the rest of the way." And he also kind of suggestively says, "It is amongst the things on the table. If you can find it, we shall begin."
I want to raise my hand and ask a question to the ominous voice.
Yeah.
How many children do I need to kill to get to max level?
So
I'm
while you're
big
asking
into
that
Skywalker
while
list.
you're asking that question, it seems like Mame has touched some gold coins off to the right, and everyone feels an excruciating weight fall over them that's almost crushing your bones feeling, and you just hear the voice and tone again. Ha! It seems you will be choosing the path of wealth it is. And then you
Oh.
What the like? What
We
the
get
bloody
fucking
lord?
rich.
pop off of the table in a...
Oh, I was about to pull out my torch and light it on the candles, but I'll take money. That's cool.
Was
If
it
we
an
would've
option
lit the
thing?
candle, could we have burned people in the street for XP?
No, we'll never know. Maybe we would have started in a dragon's lair. Who knows?
in a...
No, because then this is even better. If we're rich, we'll have stupid amount of money, and we can test people on their morals. Like, hey, little kid, if you kill your entire family, I'll give you like 6 gold pieces.
Diving right into the Dark Souls.
You make it
Right.
6 platinum
I
and
was
you
saying,
have a
this
deal.
is the dark campaign. You want to test people on their morals.
No, because we have that kind of money. What's more evil than money?
So did you
Right?
get anywhere with that, Jess, or do you want to hop over to Manolopolis 2, and I can walk you through it a little bit more while they're in this room that is
If
now...
you leave, we're gonna brawl.
You guys are
It's the
currently...
final countdown.
You guys
Meow, meow.
are currently in a room now with a table that's sitting in the middle of it that you had popped off of. That, as you near it, is a carpet that you can tell.
What?
Coming
That
out
looks like
of
a
the
fucking
wall,
carpet.
basically. And there are 2 candles in the middle that are lighting the area. So, you guys...
That's a candle. Okay. Anyway, go help Jess, and we'll be here.
Okay.
So we could touch everything, and he's not here to do anything about it.
Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Johnny, real quick,
We could put people in
Uh,
cages and treat them like
if
that.
you want to, instead of clicking and dragging to move, you can use your arrow keys to move
Okay.
your token.
I did not know that.
So wait, why is this one a target or a whatever, a trigger, but this one's not? Do we have to light
How do
all the
you-
candles?
How
Or
do you
extinguish them.
Oh, I see.
What happens if you click it?
Nothing so far.
Who's
Me.
Flynn?
Who the wait,
Hi.
so I
Griselda.
feel like we just ran in here. So who the bloody hell are you folks?
So,
Who's speaking?
I'm
That's
Well, who the bloody hell are you? You're asking who we are, but you're not introducing yourself.
state your name and class affiliation.
So it sounds like our entire party right now is a group of evil people with awkward social anxiety.
yeah.
I feel like
So
So
Exactly.
I'll go
Wait,
first.
wait,
I'm Mame. What's up? I'm stupid strong. I'm not real smart, so I'm stupid strong. We got stuff that needs smashed. I gotcha. That's about it.
Why are we don't know? None of us know. Do you know? No one knows.
Knows what?
Why
I
are
don't
we
know
here?
what's
We
I
established
don't know
that.
what we're here.
No clue.
Feel like I was doing dishes. I just have a feeling.
Well, this has got to be better than doing dishes.
Evil people do dishes.
Debatable.
I just break all mine.
Debatable.
Break it when you're done with
If
it.
Ooh, I could play this one. This actually works. I died
Oh yeah, you fucking did.
in the astral plane and woke up here. So, and that legitimately happened with this character. I died. In
And
the
my
astral
parents
plane.
are from the astral plane, so Have at the
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember my parents. I'm pretty old.
They probably didn't love you.
Let's see.
I'm quite old. So I don't remember.
Did your back hurt?
Nope.
That's good. Usually that happens with old people.
Happens to people that aren't even that old.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. So. Ooh, I'm getting that absent player thing now too.
So I really want to
Apparently-
take my torch and light it at this candle and light these candles. But I know I can't do that yet.
Shit!
You think we'll get the light? Whoa, there's a.
Did
Josh just put in
Did
the
he
chat
try?
roll
All
initiative.
right. I can roll initiative. A DM from the depths.
Wait, what?
Me coming in with my 0 initiative.
Oh, is something just going to attack us?
Not sure. I'm still trying to figure out my character.
Like that didn't
This
come
is like
through.
Jumanji.
Lizard 1, 2, and 3.
Ah,
Oh, good.
lizard. Yes. Who is attacking?
So apparently, I really care about people's religion, but I don't know. Does not say who I believe in.
let them all burn.
So that's fun. Do we know if we're going straight for the bad, or
Well, I thought we.
Yeah, as far as I knew, this was supposed to be an evil campaign.
yeah? But I was talking to Josh. I wasn't sure. I thought it was a like we're doing good, like for ourselves, and it's kind of bad. But if it's evil, then
I mean, I think I'm doing good. But most people would probably think my character's evil.
I'm starting neutral with bad influences.
nice.
I was forsaken by a lawful god, and an evil god picked me up and gave me powers again. So I'm basically here to spread the word of an evil dragon. And if you don't believe in my god, then I'm going to kill you.
Who's your evil dragon?
So, Tiamat.
Nice.
I have time to
So-
talk about our Lord and Savior Tiamat.
He sounds like a off-brand
Yeah.
television.
And not even like okay Chinese off-brand, like straight up North Korea TV.
It's under Wish quality.
Ooh, man. That's the movie boy now.
How did Tiamat give you your powers?
Wait.
Basically, I was under actually. So like my original Patreon was Bahamut, but basically, my understanding is he forsaken me, and because this has to deal with another campaign this character was in. Basically, I thought he forsaken me, and so I tried making a deal with Tiamat to get my powers back, because I was like, oh well, if the lawful good, God doesn't want me, maybe this evil one will. But I ended up dying in the astral plane, so I can only assume through Tiamat's power I am reborn onto this plane of existence.
So can you spell the name of the god? Because it kind of sounds like TMI, which would be a great name for a god. But
Right.
It's
Yeah,
Tiamat.
or put it
TIA.
put it in the chat.
I think.
TIAMA.
Yeah, Tiamat.
Okay, Tiamat.
I just spelled it like, yeah.
Okay.
Can you speak to Tiamat?
Don't know yet. I just woke up here.
But
So
you know of Tiamat.
yeah, because so my character is a Tempest cleric. So being under the tutelage and like praising Buhamut, we would have learned of his opposite, which is Tiamat. So I know of her, but considering most of my life has been spent under the teachings of Buhamut, I don't know everything. So this is going to be new for me and this character. So going to be fun.
I have a similar backstory. I cannot relate completely, but I've studied a monk, and I am not comfortable saying who my god is yet, because I need to know who the true believers will be shown to me.
I like it. I like it. So what's everyone playing as?
What do you mean?
It's a good question.
I am.
And what do your characters look like?
Yeah, like let's go around.
Yeah.
And just describe what we're looking at individually, what each character looks like.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'm really, really sorry.
No worries.
I felt like because I was like, I know exactly what I'm gonna make, and now I can't get it to make, so I'm just frustrated.
Well, you can do like I said, you can worry about some of that later because this is set up a little bit nicely in that regards that everybody gets to do what they want a lot.
Okay.
And nothing has to be figured out right now because you guys don't know each other. So there's not a lot of backstory that comes in right now, but it will come in later. So that's the way I like to set up like that at least. But let's dig into these technology things here. So we've got you've got your D&D Beyond up, and did you start something in there?
I should just stream what I'm doing so you can see.
Yep.
Share my no, you can't see anything past Discord, can you?
I can see everything on anything on Discord.
Okay, yeah. Let's watch. All right, so yeah, I'm just here.
Okay.
And this is the quick build. And enter a character name. Okay.
Oh, you just got to refresh.
Oh. I just sat there too long.
Yeah. Quick build.
Okay.
Enter the name, whatever. You got all your stuff. Huh.
Yeah, I just made the account today because I didn't have one. And I know when I was trying to like find the race that I wanted, it said I needed.
It might just have. We've noticed too at around like 8:15 that like, especially Astral, but sometimes even D&D Beyond, I guess, has some flub ups because I guess a lot of people are playing in other time zones and such or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
Huh.
What the crap? Maybe it's just that combination. Let's.
Well, while that's figuring out what the heck it's doing, go over to Astral for me real quick too, if you can figure out how to go there.
Did you send a link to that?
If you go to the very first link, I think it is that I sent. The Astral tabletop, sign in.
All right, so I don't have an account, so do I sign up?
You got to sign up. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It'd be better with yeast powder.
I have some, but we don't have a lot more stuff.
Oh.
I hope I typed that password right.
Looks like it.
All right, I logged in and it says join game.
Okay. So you've joined Mananopolis, so join. Yep.
Play. Start playing. Create a new character. Is this right or? Do I create a new character?
Yes.
Because I don't really have a character to import.
Yes. And also because just the way that Astral's set up, everybody had to, like, create a new character.
Also, do we type this in?
So what you'll do from there is go back to D&D Beyond again for me. Go ahead and try what you were doing there. See if it works this time. Because it keeps coming up with the error that, like, that they've run into a problem on their end. It's not like, what the hell?
Okay, yeah. Should I just try to do like quick standard build? Is that quick?
I don't know what the heck's going on with that entirely. I haven't run into this particular issue.
Okay, do I need to change any of these settings?
Probably not. They should and they can be all changed later.
Okay. Okay, where did Fairy go?
Sorry?
Do I not have access to everything?
That is the case sometimes. So if there's something that's not showing up, it's because you don't have access to it, because you have to, like, from D&D Beyond, because it's like the official D&D website, you know, they have all of the books for purchase on there that you can get some of their side stuff off of, you know what I mean? But there's some stuff that's for free.
So do I just try to build a character out of this free stuff, or should I just build it in Astral?
You can also do that if you know what you're doing in there, because I know you have some experience at least to know what the heck you're doing in that. But keep in mind, all of that is like you can roll from Astral too. So like,
Oh, okay.
so that's the reason why nobody else really does it most of the time, though, is because when you level up and everything, you have to edit it all yourself on Astral, whereas D&D Beyond does it for you.
Okay.
So like what you could do now is just edit it really quick in Astral to what you want or what you know what you need for this particular instance in time. I was trying to watch, which race did you choose?
I wanted to be a changeling, but I couldn't get access to it.
That would, yeah, that would probably be it. Might be able to ask Gab about it when we go over to the other side, because I know that she's talked about doing that potentially too. And you're going female, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hop back over there. They're all rolling initiative. If you get your, do you have any initiative bonuses that you know of?
Look. Oh, I closed that page. I don't think that changelings do.
Okay.
Because they're not that, like, fantastic as a race.
Okay. Yeah, and in Astral too, if you're over at Astral, the actual part of it, on the right side, there's a chat bubble, and you can bring that up, and you can roll dice from there as well. Just like regular D20, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If you're just rolling something basic, or you can go in the character sheet and roll something specific, whether it be your insight and perspective and all that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have any good bonuses, I guess.
Okay.
Yes. Are we doing XP or milestone stuff?
I'm doing XP. I like to do what you do gives you XP, because then that way it encourages people to do shit. Because everything that you do gives you XP pretty much. If you're not already getting a reward from it, oh look, I found a piece of gold, you're not going to get XP for finding gold. But if you go over and I pick up this rock and look under it, there's nothing under the rock, you still get XP.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, let's switch over there and I'll just work on this as best as I can.
Okay. Sounds good. I got your character in there. You should be able to see it from Astral side too, what everybody else sees. If you go to the right corner, you can pop that window out of your character sheet. Yep, you were just on it. That's making it.
Yep.
So now
Don't worry, I totally know how to use it.
Now it's outside of that window particularly, but now you can zoom in and see what your character sees right there. That's where you guys are right now.
Okay.
And you should be able to move around and do stuff, but right now you've got to roll initiative, which...
So is my character showing up?
Yeah, everybody can see your character, and you see that bar at the bottom down there? Those 3 arrows on the left are your regular initiative. You shouldn't, like you said, didn't have any extra bonuses on the left. That's your right. There you go. And then click on those 3 arrows, and it'll show up in chat what your initiative is. All right.
Okay.
All right, now we'll jump back over. All right. Guys, hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what you experienced was somebody went over to the candle and it snuffed out on its own as some ooze came down from the ceiling. Minimal, kind of mucousy, just... And 3 lizards dropped down to right to the spot here. Smaller lizards. And I think it is... I'm going to the initiative tracker now. And know that 79 did not register, Johnny.
No, I was fucking around on the other thing.
I know.
But the 20 I actually rolled on in Astral.
Oh, yeah? I seen the 13. I thought that was the one that I was supposed to take.
I just want to let Girl Zelda know that her little hat is fantastic. And I'm jealous. I want a little hat.
Oh, thank you. I don't actually have a hat on. I have a
corpse?
Cloak.
A fashion statement.
Yeah, just all black. Mostly covering, long sleeves covering my arms, all the way down to my feet.
So...
Hood pulled up, covering most of my face.
I think I am missing Zolas. That's who I'm missing. No, I've got them.
You got 4.
I'm missing...
4.
I'm missing I'm not going to say her name. Mariel.
Mm-hmm.
I see
Muriel.
Mariel.
Did that roll?
Negative.
Yep, that'd be a negative.
Oh, does it have to be in the same?
Something came. A lot of initiatives came up. Holy crap.
Well, you go.
Um.
Oh, that's because it has to be in the same browser. That's weird. Okay.
Oh, like you can't open a second set of tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
before we get there, Josh, we kind of got a little bit distracted, but we were going to describe each of the what the individuals look like.
Yeah.
Can we do that before we go into lizard
Yeah.
battle?
100%.
Okay.
I don't know who wants to start. You want to start then, since, or do you? I know Thea, you've got yours. Or I'm going to do that. You know that's gonna happen.
Boo.
Nikes.
I responded.
Zolas.
Did you see me? I was like,
Zolas. Do you want to start, since you kind of know
Yeah.
what you're going with there?
yeah. So I will be playing Wizard 3. No, just kidding. Zolas is a tiefling warlock, and she is like late 20s, early 30s, regular female height and weight, and she has like maroonish skin, but like not an off-putting red, like almost like a humanoid type flesh color maroon. And she has horns that are like ram horns and a tail. And unlike most tieflings, she has like her eyes aren't completely one color. She has like the iris and the pupil, and she has gold eyes. But she's like dressed in very plain clothes, also with a cloak, and she usually has her hood up. And she has kind of like a simple necklace with a ring on it and a crystal around her neck. That's her deal.
Does that look better then?
Super simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who wants to go next?
I'll go. I can finish describing Griselda Maraxidor. So yeah, she's completely covered in a cloak, head to toe. The hood is up. What hair you can see peeking out of the cloak is white. What like glimpses of her skin you can see in the light, it looks like she's really pale. And there's something kind of off about her skin, like it's almost got like a green hue, almost like a sickly kind of person look. And then when you look into her eye, like if you look at her eyes, she still has like a pupil and stuff, but her irises are like white, like a grayish white. And she practices magic.
Did I miss it, or did you say kind of what you're wearing too?
Yeah, so I'm in a cloak, all black, just, completely, like, long sleeves covering my arms. It goes all the way down to my legs, or my feet, I mean. Hood's pulled up. She's kind of, like, bundled up.
Okay.
And, she also, is, like, average height. She's, I think I made her 5'6". And normal weight. So, like, she just looks like a normal human.
Okay.
Just with kind of sickly looking features.
Baharash, I know you're itching to explain who Baharash is.
Baharash is a dragonborn. Technically, I guess he's a fallen cleric now. He follows a dark god, Tiamat. Size is medium, at a height of 6'5", weighs 220. He's 37 years old. Cobalt blue skin with yellow eyes. Male. get. Also, I guess as far as class goes, he's a Tempest cleric. As of right now, I don't know if we're in the class yet. So that's Baharash, the Mountain Sage. And yes, you have to say Baharash, the Mountain Sage. That is the full name. Just like a pit name Slickback.
Okay. Is there anything that you're wearing distinguishably?
Distinguishably, let me see. I know I have chainmail on. Let me see here.
Don't you have a shield?
I do. Hang on. Alright, so, yeah. Wearing chainmail. Usually keeps a javelin and a warhammer on him. Carries around a shield.
I know in the other campaign you had your holy symbol mounted onto your shield. I don't know if you were doing that.
I don't know if my amulet, unless the amulet I did have when I died has like formed into an amulet for Tiamat, because other than that, I don't know if I'd even have one then. So, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. I mean, those are all good distinguishing characteristics there, I'd say. I'm gonna look for me a blue dragon kin here. Sarah?
Yeah. Sorry. I am still getting my character together. So she is you look at her and it is a female mountain dwarf. She has two kind of red braids that go down her her shoulders, and she does seem to be wearing what you guys could associate as a monk's kind of hood and uniform, and you know, her red hair is very contrasted to her very, very pale skin, and her eyes are a kind of like a cyan color, kind of like a brown, but almost a reddish brown, but brown. Smaller character, weighs is pretty light, but is younger. So that's what I have now. And you do notice that she has a pendant around her neck, and in the pendant you see a little flame kind of glowing. Like let's go with like, it's a little glass ball, and in the glass ball it has a little flame. And upon her she has a very large sword and a battle axe. Kind of for a monk, ironically, she does seem to have equipment.
Okay. Oops. Mame? Unless you...
Alright. No, I'm ready. So Mame is only wearing shorts. There is no shirt here. Mame doesn't have any hair. Her eyes are brown. Her skin is normal, right? So I'm like 7 feet high, 7 feet tall, right? Because I'm a Goliath, like 300 pounds. So I'm kind of chunky. No one can tell if it's appropriate for me to not have a shirt on. I just don't give a fuck, and I'm too big for any of you to mess with. So you just accept it, right? I just have these like knee-length shorts on, jorts, if you will. But these like raggedy cut off, just shorts that I'm wearing. I come from the ranks of common folk, and so no one really bothers me unless I make myself noticed. I just kind of go unnoticed, even though I'm so tall and so big. But I like axes. I have a great axe and a hand axe, but I just kind of lumber around and hang out. I kind of fade into the background unless I do stuff that makes me, makes myself noticeable. But no one can really tell what's happening because I'm just kind of there.
That was probably the most barbarian thing I've heard somebody say. I like axes.
If I can find another axe, that'd be great. But right now I only have 2. I'm working on my collection.
And I think we've got Flynn and Ash. Flip a coin, I guess.
You're muted. Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Flynn can go first.
I come from the great astral people. I am ASMR.
So you'll have to listen to me talk like this.
But I'm a blood hunter, even though I'm not quite sure what that is just yet.
With really long nails, constantly tapping on different items.
Yes. I care for no one but me and my party. Before I came here, last thing I remember was aboard my vessel, for I am a pirate, an outcast from my family. For I've gained a taste for the darker nose powders, if you will.
I'm picking up.
And we're gonna say that I'm carrying a nice clean cutlass that was clearly battle worn and 2 flintlock pistols.
Okay.
And that's about all I got so far.
That's good. That's good. All right, I think that
Jess is screaming at me because she knows where all this is coming from.
So I was like, wait a second. I've heard this story before.
So Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, should I wait?
No, you're good. I was just going to say it sounded like a something that we're familiar with actually here too. We had a pirate on the other session. Funny enough.
That's true. That is true.
And they both sound loosely based off of Jack Sparrow, but
No, God, no. I will tell you right now, no.
No, I was just laughing because in the Fallout campaign that we run, his characters has a affinity for nose powders.
okay.
Well, see, that just turned out to be like that. This one is made for that. And if you're curious, my majestic ship is known as the Long Neck.
Oh gosh. I know where that's going. Not my endo. Maybe your endo, but
Surprisingly, no.
oh, okay. Jesse, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What are we looking at there?
So Ash stands at about 4'2". She's dressed in blue and green robes of very dark colors and has very fine dark gray hair, and her skin has a weird bluish gray cast to it. She has pale eyes that you can't really tell if they actually have any color.
We're an evil-looking motherfucking group.
It's kind of cool. I like it.
Are you carrying anything distinctive clothes-wise, weaponry? It sounds like people are enjoying describing there. Well, I got a bunch of other delayed rolls from me there, Sarah.
The only weapon you can see on her is a bow of matching colors to her robes. But other than that, she doesn't seem to have anything significant on her.
Okay. Looks like the... Which one is it? I think that's just... This guy gets to go first. And then it will be Mariel's turn. But first, lizard one is...
If I'm successful with my character's voice, she will have a Scottish accent by the end of this situation. But my Scottish accent really falters from like an Australian. Sometimes it goes British. Or not. I can say maybe like a few phrases, but I really want her to have a Scottish accent.
You bloody well work on it then.
Right?
Yeet.
So,
Oh, yeah.
the first small lizard here kind of jumps over to you and tries to bite your ankle there, Baharash. And it looks like it's missing on my screen because I got a 1, natural 1. So, unless you have more than 1, or less than 1,
Fuck you, Mr. Lizard.
he just kind of bites onto your ankle and doesn't penetrate your skin and just goes. Ah!
Oh my god.
And then it would be Mariel's turn. And also, as that happened too, a larger lizard dropped out, and you can't move there, Flynn. Nice try. I seen where you were. Drop down from the ceiling and lands directly behind Flynn. Just.
It should be Flint. I don't know why there's.
Oh, my bad.
ends.
If you're
fine.
if you're in the character sheet on Astral, so if you're on your character and you just press spacebar, it'll bring up your character sheet. And if you just hover over your name on the left, you can always change that.
Okay.
I just I think yep, there you go.
Alright, so I think that all she can do is strike some stuff, so let's do that. So let's just say as these little lizards kind of fall down, right? Mariel had like a very stoic kind of like, she was holding her necklace, kind of like lightly stroking the flame, and was just like kind of having that resting bitch face. And the lizards dropped down, and you could see her relax a little bit, and go, oh. And then the big giant lizard dropped down, and she like kind of prepared back again. And then so what she's going to do is, let's see what her. Oh, she's pretty terrible. At everything. All right, cool. Yeah, you know, let's give this a go. She has her sword in her hand. I did say that earlier that she was holding that, and she had a battle axe in her thing, the backpack. Yes, for sure.
Sheath.
So
sheath.
Mariel. Back sheath, thank you. Alright, so she has a 25 walking speed, so this is like a 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, so that's... I mean, so you can tell me, Josh, how this works, but I would like Mariel to kind of run, jump up on the table, flip down here, because I'm thinking she's a monk, right? She's going to try her flips and stuff. Gonna look really cool. She's gonna try to impress these people.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get the dexterity roll.
You're in the right realm. You want to roll an acrobatics.
Acrobatic.
Yep.
That's good. Get that +3. Alright. I don't know if that came through.
Oh yeah, you nailed that shit.
Okay.
And you
So
get
she goes.
and you get added D6 for when you're doing the damage if it hits.
So she runs up, jumps up on the table, flips, kind of go flip, lands down, and goes to Shush Kebab, the lizard. Well, maybe if I had her sword, that would probably be. That would probably help. Sorry, they say I'm efficient and stuff, and then don't give
see.
me weapons. This
In-
is great. So
In Beyond.
I load more. I need this sword. Great sword. Just regular sword. Long sword. Sorry, guys. Oh, a second. Short sword. Okay. Short sword. Add. Okay. All right. Cool. She has that. And we're going to go back to actions.
I can't stop
We're
staring
going
at the
to-
boobs on your shield. Anyways.
The what?
If you look
What?
at your
You have to zoom in so far.
I was
to
like,
see that.
if you have the character
No,
sheet
I see what you're.
I have the character sheet open and I was looking for a sword on there to help you, and then I just started staring at the character like icon over the side, and I'm like, damn, those are some huge ass knockers. Like those things are as big as her
Yeah.
big as her like twice as big as her head. Anyways.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that is a 21 to hit. Short sword. I don't know why it did
Oh, that
double.
hit.
Okay, so just
Can we
take
get
the
health
first.
bars?
Yeah, sorry. Got you.
Alrighty, yeah, and then you said add a d6. Let's do that. So that's a 6. So 21 piercing. I'm going through. I don't think I crit.
5, 6, 11.
Yeah, I didn't. So
No.
yeah.
Well, it looks like you did. No, it's an 18. You got an 18. Never mind. Okay.
No, it's 18, yeah.
So 6, 11.
So yeah. She goes in, lands, and goes whoom, and like goes and thrust up into the lizard. Giant lizard.
Okay. He is going to do this for me then once you thrust into him. He is going to roll a strength saving throw. Okay. So when you thrust into him, you've seen how much of his health is there. So you've completely accomplished all you set out to do. You jumped across the table, you backflipped across off the other side, I guess, and then shish kebabbed him right through the center of mass. And as the sword comes out the other side, he kind of takes his legs and pushes himself off of you and lands right there. But he's still like gutted basically and bleeding on the floor. And you just hear the of his innards coming out basically on the floor as it's unshish kebabbed.
Okay. New attack nature or monk weapon. Alright, I'll have to read about what a monk weapon is because apparently I can do a bonus action. But for now, what she's going to do is kind of step on back and guard herself.
Okay. And you can probably talk to Gab about that. Those monk weapons there. Otherwise, if you were done with you said that, then it would be Ash's turn. Jess?
I'm going to attack with my bow. Can I see around this center?
That's a table.
Table?
That's a table in the middle there, so it is sitting at kind of like your lower waist level. You can see over it. The lizard is on the ground on the other side, so but you visibly know where it is because its tail's like up in the air, and you're just seeing it gutted and pushed off of a sword.
Okay, I'm gonna move a little bit right here. Move. Gonna move right here.
Yeah. I don't see why not. Get a little friendly with Baharash. That hit. Wait, they're both 4s. Is there a reason there's 2?
Oh, I clicked it twice. Sorry.
No worries. Somehow they ended up both being 4s. I wondered if it was like like you got like a shotgun bow and you pull back two arrows at once or something. But neither of those hit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take one step back.
Okay.
Yeah, there I go.
You'd be standing on the lizard basically, but that works.
Oh. Is there a lizard right there?
There's a tiny little baby lizard right there.
Okay, well I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. No worries. Do you want to something that we do? It's probably a little different. Is if you want to describe your attack.
I take a step around the table, draw my bow, and aim at the giant lizard. And as I let loose, I totally miss. And I look away like nothing happened.
Nothing to see here.
Yep, I totally meant to do that.
It was a warning shot.
I'll fill in a little bit of the other details. I like to do that sometimes, where the arrow comes by and it sings past the bleeding out lizard on the floor, and it kind of hits right behind it and goes tink off the stone floor, just behind it. And then it would be Mame's turn. If you were done with yours, Ash.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Silence means yes.
Oh wow. I don't know how I feel about that.
Evil campaign.
Oh, okay. So, how far away am I from a lizard? I'm pretty far away.
From the big
So
guy,
I can move,
but there's
right?
some tiny ones. Yeah,
Yeah. How I can move 30.
that sounds about right.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. That's close enough to lizard 3. So he's within 5 of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my great axe, and I'm gonna fuck him up.
Don't fuck him up.
Oh no! 8 to hit. I don't know if that's enough.
I'm looking. Nope.
God damn it. This is weird not having any spells to cast.
That's all you're gonna do then?
I could enter a rage, but I'm gonna pass at this point. So yeah, sure, that's all I'm gonna do.
Do you want to describe how you missed the lizard?
I swung real hard, but my axe only hit dirt.
Okay. So you
I don't know if that's satisfactory or not.
when you swung, you sunk it into the stone a little bit, or rather glanced off of the stone floor. Actually, that's below the lizard. It kind of skittered off to the side as you tried to hit it. It's like, and
One more time, how'd that go?
And then it's Flynn's turn. Flint. It's still in some reason in the initiative tracker it doesn't update. It didn't update there, but it updated on yours, so you're good.
And I'm pretty sure it didn't update my weapons. And I couldn't find flintlock under Beyond, so I just added a palm pistol.
Okay, that'll work.
I was thinking palm pistol or musket, but
The palm pistol is probably more, at least close.
Makes me think of Spider-Man.
So I will face the giant, go towards him, and I will swing. And I also couldn't find cutlass, so I just went with rapier.
Oh.
Basically.
Yeah.
And head.
Whoa.
Okay, one.
It's a big hit.
Okay, a roll.
Why do you?
That did not work.
No, not at all.
Do you have those in the, like the weapons that you were talking about on the character sheet? You should just be able to click them from there. On D&D Beyond. Bless
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. I have them on here. I just roll from here then?
Where's here?
On Beyond. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be able to click them on there.
Okay, because when I hover over them, I just have the active box, so it's active.
If you're under action, the action tab on D&D Beyond.
Ah, okay, there we
the
go.
Square where it says like your hit, you can just click the square.
Thanks, Gab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, we're.
Shit, you got an act 20.
Nah.
Did I? What the fuck?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so
No?
I found this out, and I meant to mention it last week, and I didn't. But if you roll a natural 20, it shows up green, and if you roll a natural 1, it shows up red.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well. So yeah, that definitely hits, and you get a crit, which means you get to roll your. You can roll a second set of die, so it'd be the 1d8 plus 2 yet again, or you can just double the damage that you just did, which was 5.
I'll just double the damage.
Okay. So that would be a death kill, if you want to describe it.
So the lizard fell from the sky. It startled me. And out of just sheer battle harnessness, I turn around, pull my cutlass out, swing it around upside down, and just drive it straight through its skull.
And as you're doing such, it having perceivably, following suit with Meryl there, you shish kebabbed it as well, and it's currently just straight dead on top of the cutlass, and its body is limp on it. So I'm gonna fill in the fact too that you're probably like shish kebab.
Yeah. and then bonus action, I pull it out, wipe it off on my coat, and resheath it.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Oh, that's.
Turn back around real slow and dramatic, like, and end my turn.
And Mariel kind of does that nod, kind of like a good job, okay.
All right.
So then it would be Grizz's turn, if you don't mind me shorten that down from Griselda.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So I am going to move a little bit closer to this first lizard here that's right in front of me. And I am going to use my dagger and stab it. And that's a nat 20.
Holy badonks. It is. What's that damage? That's still a killing shot.
Okay. So I walk up to the lizard and I kind of just bend down and I kind of hold my hand out, acting like I'm all cute and getting it to come close to me, and I just stab it right through the top of its head.
Just like.
Yep.
And
And then for my bonus action, oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, when you do that, it just goes. Even with its head down there, just kind of like its nerves are acting.
Okay.
And for your bonus action.
I'm going to turn, and on this lizard too, I am going to cast Chill Touch, which is an 18 to hit.
Do you have to be... No, how the hell is Chill Touch... That's 120-foot range? Isn't that...
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that touch, though? That's where I'm confused. That's where you're losing me.
What?
It's Chill Touch.
No. Mm-hmm.
But then you
so
have...
the description... I don't know how to... Is it that? Does that send it? There
Yeah.
we go.
Okay.
You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the
Okay.
space of a creature within range.
Ah, so like you reach out towards it and the skeleton of your hand just ephemerally comes out of the other side and goes towards the creature, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
So do you want to describe that as another death kill?
Okay, so I reach out my hand. I'm just concentrating, and above the second lizard, you see this like ghostly skeleton hand form above the lizard, and it just slowly reaches down and touches the lizard, and it almost seems like it's like searing its skin, and then its skin kind of melts away and it dies because it's necrotic damage.
Yep.
So it's still got all of its bones and muscles. The skin just goes. Okay.
Well, some of the muscles too, because
That's what I would imagine. Yeah.
necrotic damage would be like eating away at it.
Yeah, I was gonna just say, just because of the size of the thing too, it would probably, when it touched it, right, it all of its entrails, its muscle tissue, its skin, all of that, it just melted away. All its organs and muscles just as it turns into goo on the ground, and its skeleton.
I was gonna say just black goo.
Yeah, stands there in its own goo for a second before it collapses on top of itself.
And Mariel kind of like breaks her character a little bit and goes, "Man, that's some damage." I'm like, damage, and it's just like kind of realized that she was just like shook a little bit, and goes back to like making sure no one else really heard that.
I slow clap.
And also too, for Jess and Johnny, something else we like to do is any talk, even character talk, is free movement during combat. So
yeah,
you can.
Yeah,
that's why they're. Yeah, that's why I think I wanted to just explain that, because it might not be common necessarily for.
Upon hearing these praises, Griselda's just kind of gonna like smirk a little bit, and then continue change her focus to the last lizard and end her turn.
And then it is Baharash.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna go to the lizard that's right in front of me, and I'm going to swing on it with my warhammer.
That hits.
19 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. And the attack roll. It is one-handed.
I was just gonna ask. Okay.
Yeah. I can do more damage if I decide to use it two-handed, but since I'm using a shield, I can only use it one-handed.
Well, even still, that is a death kill if you want to describe it.
Yeah. Baharash is going to look at the lizard that tried feebly attacking him, and said he's going to give it a death glare as he raises up his warhammer, and you just hear the slightest rumble of thunder in the air as he just fucking smashes this lizard right in the head, splattering it across the field.
So I'm going to fill in a little bit more, even, because that's exactly what happens, except when you're aiming for its head, your hammer comes down, completely covering its entire body, just grape style.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing is like the size of your hammer, so
yeah.
Couldn't we just... Yeah, couldn't we have just, like, stepped on it?
I know, that's what I was wondering about the whole time, but it was pretty funny
Yeah,
watching.
You wanted to kick a chicken. There you go.
Yeah, that was your chance.
Like, my next move, if we ever got to me again, was to walk over and reach down and go before squishing the lizard.
Zolas didn't even get to go. I'm just gonna stand there with my arms crossed. Like, you guys get to have all the fun.
Just saying, I wanted to kill something.
Well, the early bird does get the worm.
And, you know, all the things that you'd seen as a threat as are currently dead and corpses on the ground. You've got one splattered, one skeleton goo, one that's been pierced through the head, and one that's been shish kebab twice. Not once, but twice.
It's like, it makes me think of, you know, when the superheroes, it's like they go on their first mission, and then, like, something, like, squeaks, and they're like, whoa! It's like, zoom, 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 zoom! That's exactly what we just did.
Completely overreacted.
I feel like the bangs did more damage than the weapon. But you left, so I never said that.
Oh, shit.
Are we in a room? Is this an enclosed space?
So I know I'm coming back into it, and we were kind of going back and forth a little bit. I'll describe a little bit more of the space itself. You guys are in a cave, as to what you can perceive, because it is rough-hewn, and it is got to be underground, because that is seemingly solid. It's not, it just feels, you can feel the weight of the room, you know, and its cold and dank dreariness, besides that candle that you've snuffed out is, I also got to do that.
Poof.
On the right here is left only the candle on the right that actually has any light coming from it.
I have... This is such a weird thing. I guess as a mountain dwarf, I have stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence or history check, well, intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you're considered proficient in the history skill. Add double to your proficiency bonus to the check. Stone cunning. Oh, I look at any stone and
you know,
I don't know why.
And you would know, I mean, specifically, just from passive perception, even with that knowledge, that this is like an extremely rough-hewn, to the point of a mining excursion, as what you can tell. It has not been intended to be living in.
Okay.
And
so I portray that this seems to be a mining cave, and there has to be a way out. Let's split up. And don't touch the candle.
I'm gonna step close to this other candle. Does anything happen?
No, nothing else happens when you step close to the other candle. There are also two, especially Mame, you notice just being close, there's a glint off to the southwest of you, that you recognize as another candelabra. That's hard to say. That's also unlit. And there's another one down in this direction. You can kind of see Flynn. I think. Yeah.
What is this in front of me? Is this a chest or a banner or?
That is actually a rug that is laying on the ground, and as you approach, it kind of...
It has a health bar. No.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was zoomed out too far.
It kind of comes up and attempts to smother you in the face.
Oh, Jesus. Mame is gonna pull out a torch and light it on this candle.
It's the
that's
first
still
one.
lit.
A torch, okay. Just roll. I don't think you.
To light a torch?
No, you're good. And the 12 doesn't hit, I'm guessing, right, Grizz?
No, it does.
Oh, okay. And everybody else would roll initiative at this point, too.
I don't have a gun.
Oh,
To do better this time.
I want to go light these candles down here.
But you did get the torch lit there, Mame.
Okay. Well, whenever I'm allowed
Just take your
to.
turn lighting the candles.
Yeah, I want to light the candles. Come on, baby, light my fire.
I'm rolling so bad.
I got a 1 on my initiative. Thankfully, I
Why?
have +2 to it.
Why does it roll? I got a D20, I got a nat 20, so there's that. I'll try to remove my double.
You're good.
Okay, so I
So-
need to make. It says DC of 13, but what am I rolling?
Attack. Medium or small creature. This creature is grappled. Dexterity normally for the for a grapple.
Oh, no. Oh.
No, you made it. You got a 17. You needed a 13. So it kind of tries to come up and like hug your face basically, and you being slightly more cautious than you being in an odd place took one step back just out of range, and it lays back down flat. And then it would be your turn, Grizz.
I am.
Your rolls are crap, Zolas, by the way. I'm just entering him all into initiative there.
I'm just like hanging out in this room. Observing.
A 5 and a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so. I am going to move up and stab it with my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm guessing a 9 does not hit.
1 second. No.
And then I'm also going to use my bonus action to cast Chill Touch. At 21.
That does hit.
Does that hit?
Yep. How does that chill touch work? Is it? Oh, it's a cantrip. Nice. I see it there now.
Cantrip, yep. Alright, so it took 4 damage from that.
Okay. This is what you see from that. 1, 2, 5, 20. Do you want to describe?
So, yeah, I had jumped back and then, just took out my dagger and tried to stab it as, like, just a real quick reaction. But it was as I was jumping back, so I completely missed. And then I threw my other hand up and did Chill Touch, and that same skeletal hand you saw above the lizard forms above the rug and, like, lays itself onto the rug and sears a handprint into the rug.
Okay. Then it is I keep wanting to say Meryl.
Yeah. Real.
Is it? Is that right then?
Meryl.
You're kind of robot-y.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's close. My guess it's Mariel,
Mariel. Okay.
but like I really want to roll one of those R's. Mariel.
Mariel.
Yeah, there. Can't do it. So she's gonna go shit, and run back and reach up and to grab the candle off the little thing.
Okay. That's one action.
That's an action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She does that.
Okay. And then, if you're done, then it's Mame. Maybe. I see you
Call
unmuted.
me. There we go. I'm there. So I'm gonna light these fucking candles.
Oh, wait, where are you? Oh, okay.
Down here, I have a torch. It's lit. I want to light these candles.
That is one action, and that can be done.
All three of them, right?
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yep.
Yay! Be our guest. Be our guest.
Like
Mame.
the other half of the map.
Mame is just like singing, lighting candles over there.
That's my calling. Yeah, because my only ranged attack is 30 feet, and that's not far enough.
Well, if you're...
To be fair, they are a Goliath, so they probably don't know what's going on.
I got light. I put light on candle.
Now you're freaking.
Then it is Ash's turn. If you were done with yours, Mame. Combining the two, Mame.
Indeed, yes.
I'm never gonna get your old character right now. Mame. You son of a bitch.
Me, Mom.
That's terrible. Okay.
The target's over there in front of them, right?
Yeah, you guys all sort of heard, Grizz go, "Ah!"
Okay.
And I'm presumably, Grizz, you've shouted out as you're attacking the thing, "There's a carpet over here attacking me!"
Yeah, well, probably not that. It probably would have just been like, oh, what the fuck?
So eloquent.
Appropriate.
Okay, so I'm gonna step on the other side of the table, and I'm going to again fire my bow.
That hits.
Ooh.
Mm. Yeah. Who's doing the? I'm sorry. Is that? Jesse?
Yes.
Is that you right now? As that? Okay. I apologize. I am learning names. And I'm also maybe 3 glasses of wine am. So,
It's a jack-in, it's good.
So the advantage disadvantage is if you get a nat 20 or nat 1. So, or if you have advantage on something like you have dark vision and it's dark, or if you have more knowledge, then you would have advantage. Josh will tell you if you have advantage.
Yeah.
Or disadvantages, like, you're sinking or you're blah blah blah, so that's disadvantage. So that's when you would use that.
Okay, yeah, I was just like, do I click all of these?
Yeah, I saw it go. I was like, 13. Shit. And the other thing is disadvantage. So you'd actually click both
if you had advantage, disadvantage, and you would either pick the higher or the lower number depending on. So if it's, let's just say you're in disadvantage, you would pick the 5. You wouldn't pick the 13, but you would pick the 5 because it's lower. And that's why it's just like a second number to click.
The 16 is actually would be the advantage in this case, because so it's like Astral's rolling 2d20 for you right now, and it's giving you the option. So if the second number were higher than 16, that would have been your advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
And the first roll would have been the disadvantage, but the attack is technically your first roll. And then the second one is advantage, disadvantage. And if it were lower or higher, it would be one or the other, is how it works.
Okay.
Yep. Close. I apologize. Listen to the DM.
You got the right idea.
How much?
Hmm?
So did I do any damage to this thing?
Oh yeah, you hit it with and you did the 5 damage down there. If you I'm trying to see what you see here. I'm clicking on your character. You should be able to see. Did you see where it went down from health bar wise up at the top there?
Oh yeah, I see that.
Okay, so if you want to describe that, otherwise I can for you.
You can go ahead and describe that.
All right, perfect. So your arrow, you draw it as you would just any other day, and it sails across the room and kind of whistles just as it and nails down in the opposite of Grizz, almost said Zeph, on this side here, and kind of pins it to the floor.
Awesome. It's stuck to the floor. Have at it.
And then it's Baharash if you're done with yours.
I am.
Alrighty.
Baharash. It sounds like baklavash, and it makes me hungry for baklava.
Wait. He rolled a 1, right?
Who's he?
Technically, yeah, but my initiative gave me a 3.
No, if you rolled a nat 1, it's a nat 1.
I'm asking because I rolled a 5. So I remember you saying you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I in order?
I think there was.
Yeah.
That's my bad. I didn't update that then. That's from the last order. So it would be actually Flint's turn, who rolled an 8 this time, if I seen correctly. I didn't update it from... And some of these updated from last time, and some of them don't, like we run into before. So we've got...
Yeah, I'm antsy because I haven't gotten to go yet.
No,
You're good.
I completely appreciate it. It looks like you did get that 8 though there, Flint. And then Baharash, where did that 1 go? I see a 3.15.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1, but with my +2 to initiative, it gave me a 3.
I see what you're saying.
It has a plus 2.15.
That's from his dexterity modifier thing.
That still puts him at last, and I apologize. It would be Flint's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move up a little bit. And I will take aim with the flock, or palm pill. So it's a 3, so that
definitely did not hit.
Yeah, that's a bad.
You might want to actually roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Grizz.
Oh god.
Damn.
I got 6. I'm not
Catches the bullet in the head, has to roll a new character.
So,
And I guess I'll just take a bonus action to reload it.
Yeah. You run up, you point, and you shoot, and as it comes out, Grizz, you're like, huh? And the comes out and kind of stuns everybody for a second as the bullet just kind of grazes through your left thigh and into the wall just above the carpet because it is. And you take the 4 piercing damage it would have.
Oh God.
Oh God. This
4.
man is not on fire, like his name suggests.
Give him the
start-
chill touch. Give him the chill touch.
I am not fire. I create the fire.
You want to see something fun? Watch my health bar.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeet.
That is.
But that was with 4.
That's.
Yeah, I'm a wizard. We don't have high hit points.
You do some awesome damage though so far. You already killed 2 lizards, so. And then if you're reloading there, Flint, it would be Zolas's turn finally.
Has the rug gone yet?
Moved? You mean? No.
Yeah, it hasn't attacked.
It did when it was attacking Grizz, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna nonchalantly walk maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 feet and nod at Grizz are you doing okay? And then I'm gonna grab my crystal that's hanging around my neck and hold my hand out and sorry, and cast I just went through puberty and cast Burning Hands, which is in a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna try not to hit Grizz.
I see what you're saying.
But if it happens, it happens. And
Bye. It's okay.
So I will.
You could probably. I mean, you can manage it. I think if you're aiming more towards this area, you know what I mean, and then just grazing the carpet with it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to not hit her.
Okay.
If I can, but yeah, the rug has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, it was 13 to save, so it takes half.
Okay.
And
what's that damage? 13? Ooh, boy. Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's... I would say weak to that, so we're going to go down to, 10. That's how much it did, if you want to describe it.
Sweet. So I guess I'll put out my free hand that isn't holding the crystal, and then just sparks will shoot from my fingers and kind of singe the frayed end of the rug, and it'll sizzle. And I'll step back 10 more feet slowly as that's happening.
Well, to fill in some more of the gaps there, as it's catching those frayed edges there, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. It's labeled Burning Hand here. Do you have a description of it that I can read?
It should be called... Never mind.
As
Let's send it.
hold your hands with them, sheet of flame. Because that's what I was imagining.
Flames shoot forth from my outstretched fingertips.
Which is fine to way that you described it. So I just wanted to understand how
Sure.
it was working a little bit. So
Yeah, and it catches other things on fire, but I think we're in a stone room, so...
well, except
I
for the
think that would
carpet,
be
right?
all.
So as you would outstretched your hands and the sparks flew out from your palm and everything, and caught the edge of the carpet, it kind of lit on fire too, and now it is currently got a smoldering embers across its right side too.
Nice.
and it's probably about half like the fire ate away, so to say, at a portion of it. Then it's Baharash, if you were done with yours.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my full movement to move up to here. See here. Alrighty. Do I have line of sight on Griselda?
I mean, like, are you trying to hit? Because
I
right
just
now,
know if I can technically see her.
I would say you're 5'6", right, Grizz?
Yeah.
5? Maybe if you stood on the table, you'd for certain, but I would say you'd see your shoulder through them, at the very least. So yeah, line of sight, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Healing Words onto her. And she regains 6 hit points.
Oh shit, thanks.
And that will end my turn.
How does healing words work?
Let me send it.
Perfect. Okay. So it is...
It has no effect on me.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Are you undead?
You'll find out, I guess. So you whisper off into your healing words, I'm guessing, or kind of just chant them, just kind of in your draconic, and you're expecting to see something actually happen with Grizz, but she kind of looks over at you as you had been talking, like, what was that?
Oh.
You'll find out right now.
Yeah, so you cast Healing Word at me, and my leg's still fucked up.
Yep.
A for effort. I appreciate it.
No more approaching weird rogues.
I don't know if undead spellcaster was your best bet, because you're basically going to be responsible for healing yourself at this point. Because all of my healing magic does not work on undead or on constructs. So
13
This will be interesting.
So the rug jumps up into the kind of like not jumps, that's the wrong word. It kind of comes up on the front half again and tries to grasps your face yet again there, Grizz.
Okay.
With a 13 to hit.
Okay, so that hits, so I need to make another dexterity, right?
Yes. Oof. So you were grappled, and you're restrained and blind, and at a risk of suffocating.
Okay, I am actually not at a risk of suffocation because I don't breathe.
That's okay. And when it comes to...
She's like, yeah, harder. I like it.
And when it comes to your turn, I will you will be... Oh, that is not... Nikes. So... Your turn, and you're being grappled for 10 right now. Basically, like you're being squeezed at this point.
Take 10 damage?
Yeah, currently.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Alright.
Healing man. Healing man. How do we heal an undead person?
No clue.
Wait, really?
Grab the lizard's brain and shove it in her mouth. And then work her jaw in a slow chewing motion and then rub her throat so it goes down the throat hole.
Yep.
And then it's Mariel's turn.
Not dead, just nearly dead.
Mostly
Just
dead.
undead.
Yeah, because I even have like spare the dying, and that won't even work on her.
It's fine.
Is it?
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Figure it out.
So Mario grabs the candle, and I think at this point, I'm sure she's started like, she was like, oh shit, and started like walking to the candle. So at this point, she kind of like grabs the candle, turns around, she sees Zolas do flame hand, and is like, yes, exactly. And she runs forth and goes, move, and chucks the candle at the rug.
So, you're going to, you're gonna just roll. You're just gonna roll a d20 with your dexterity bonus if you have one.
Don't hit Grizz.
16, 20.
Bye!
I mean, like, I'm pretty dang close. But yeah. Did that roll it?
I'm not seeing anything yet.
We'll probably see 5 in like
Yep.
a minute.
I like. Oh my.
I'm just sending that into chat for everyone else's visual. I see it now.
Oh, come on.
Well, I see an ability check for dexterity. Yeah.
Shenanigans. Wait, give me a second. Dexterity.
Oh, Dark Souls, where a rug's gonna kill you.
See,
Hey,
that
we
rug,
gotta
you're
wait.
dead.
What did you want me to throw again? What's the thing that you wanted me to do? Was it just a dexterity?
Oh, the dexterity was for throwing to see if it hit. It was just roll a d20 in addition to your dexterity bonus. So if you want to call that a dexterity check, yeah, that's what it happened actually. So you got a 5, then you got a +1, which was a 6. So that works. So you're. We'll call it this then.
Me, but I'm like right there. I could set it. Dang, nabbit.
You could run up. You could run up on it and touch it, which would be 1 square closer. I think you had enough. You have 30 movement, right? Yeah, there you go. Which wouldn't be a dexterity. That would just be your unarmed strike, basically.
Oh, how that would go wrong. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't. I'm mixed here because I already said I did it, and just because I failed doesn't mean I couldn't not do it.
Yeah. So you can stick with your guns here. Move you back there, and then you threw it, and when you threw it, it kind of landed right next to the same smoldering spot as Zolas had struck earlier, so it doesn't seem to alight the rug like you were expecting, and the candle just kind of, or was it a torch you said? Or a candle?
Or whatever was on the thing.
Oh, that was a candle. So you just grabbed the candle and tossed it to the side. It didn't seem to alight the rug, and it just kind of rolled off to the left of the rug. Still aflame.
Motherfucker.
Did you touch hot wax? Did hot wax burn you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I think that was a Johnny.
A wild Johnny appears.
I'm trying to figure out who just did it too.
Then it would be a Mame's turn if you were done with yours there, Meryl.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right.
Nab it.
It was a good thought.
I'm really far away, so I can actually barely see the rug. So I guess I'm just gonna move closer.
I guess there's some noise going on over here, guys.
The floor's made of floor.
And so that's about as far as I can go.
Woo! You guys, you okay over there?
Oh, there's another candlestick in the bottom corner. Maybe I'll go for that one next. Light all the lights.
You're like, ooh, there's some commotion. Walks up. Ooh, another candlestick underneath the wall.
Gotta light them all. Gotta light them all.
That's it.
I don't know if this has to do with anything, but during the lizard fight, the whole map was like lit up like normal. But then when the rug thing started, then I went back to my cone light.
That would be actually in the beginning of the lizard fight, when the first couple lizards dropped down, they had dropped some goo apparently on top of the first one, putting it out. Is what I described there. As they came down from the ceiling, there was just some like globs of almost mucus type that just came and put out that candle as somebody'd walked
You're
near it.
in the dark. I have dark. That's why I can.
Oh! I know what happened there too. So if you're in your character sheet, I tried to bring it down. If you go to your display, vision. Do you have that?
Yes, I do.
And then you can alter that vision, how wide you can see it. I know sometimes everybody messes with it, but I tend to set them at this beginning of the session, but since I didn't have access to everybody's character, I didn't set them at the beginning of the session. Because that does matter when you're out in a large field, but considering you guys are in a enclosed room space, you can basically see the whole thing as to what you can mostly tell. You know, you can see some walls, especially once it's lit up here a little bit more. But it is your turn, Ash.
Oh, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, calm down. I am going to step close. And again, I'm going to shoot my bow, maybe.
That does not hit this time.
Well, I'm gonna click all these buttons anyways.
Do it. Do you want to describe how you don't hit, or?
Apparently, I just suck at archery, guys. I step up real quick and I go to draw my bow, and as I go to fire, I just kind of like shoot it into the ground. And I just stand there and like look around like, did they notice?
I slow clap.
And I shoot it in the ground. Isn't my dad? This is a cell phone.
I put it in a bun.
Then it would be, I think, Flint's turn.
Alright, so what do we count in the tiles? 5 feet or 10 feet?
5. Sorry. I should have clarified some of those earlier to you guys, too.
No, you're fine. Are you counting diagonals or just like up and down, left and right?
Oh, diagonals for sure. A diagonal is 5.
So I'll move up here to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will swing thy saber. Cutlass.
I like how it just comes across as a melee strike. That hits.
It's,
And it's also
green.
somehow a nat 20 yet again there, good sir.
Yeah.
Did you break it? Like, are you like, do you got some cheat codes running in the background I didn't know about?
Yeah.
But he rolled a 1 for damage.
Yeah.
So you did 2 damage. I'll show you what that did. Alright.
But do I have to take the 2, or like you said earlier, I can roll the rapier does D8 damage plus 2.
Yes, so you're able to do either or, which is like double the 1, which would make it 2, or you can roll the D8 yet again and get another plus 2 on that and see where that lays, if you want.
Yeah, I'd rather take the 8 on this one.
I can imagine. So you did 8. You basically has murderized it, but also the other thing to remember with this particular instance is 7.
It's smoldering.
Yeah, I know that much. Um,
There's not much.
it also has something called damage transference, or transfer, if you've seen back in the chat there. So when you struck it, it's also actually doing, because it's attached to Chris's face currently, doing damage to an unconscious corpse of Chris. And half the damage that you did was going to her. So if you want to describe that, you can see where the health meter is.
Well, I attempted to cut the rug right in half with my sword, and I guess as I was going through it, I hit a rock underneath of it and swung up and hit her.
Well, it's around my face.
I was aiming for the floor half. Shut up.
And then, if you were done with yours, then it's Zolus's turn yet again.
Back. So that was what I was like. Here-ish.
Oh, it's my turn?
30. Yeah.
Yep, that looks good. And it is.
Well, I don't know how to cure an undead person. I can't do that anyway. Not my responsibility.
Currently, what you guys can visually see, by the way, from the rugs, from your point of perspective of what the rug's doing is like it's grabbed a hold of Grizz and is like flailing around, like attempting to strangle this person who is limply just kind of like.
Okay.
Also, for Mariel and Flint, when you guys would have gotten up close to me, the spot on my leg where Flint so nicely shot me, Josh, was that an actual like bullet wound, or did it just graze me?
It took a chunk out of your flesh, but it.
Okay. My flesh isn't like, you don't see normal flesh.
What do you mean by that? What do they visually see?
Well, I would assume because, like, since I am undead, wouldn't it be, like, kind of rotten flesh?
I see what you're saying. So, like, if they were getting close to you, what you guys would have noticed first, actually, is a putrid smell of rotten, decaying flesh. And you would have looked, straight down at Grizz and been like, she just got shot and she's being smothered by oh, that's some gray-looking meat she's got there. What's going on with that?
That looks funky.
Can I roll to see? Can I roll to see if I see/smell that?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not that far away. Is it perception?
Mm-hmm.
1.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll just take my turn. I'm rolling so bad. Okay. Let me know if this works or not. Maybe it won't. I'm gonna cast as a cantrip. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and it's a 30-foot range. So I'm gonna try and pick up the candle that Mariel had on the ground and move it onto the carpet with my Mage Hand to try and burn the carpet.
Okay.
Set it on fire.
But let me know if that's too much stuff.
No, I'm just worried about other things. So
this isn't good.
I can't help her. There's nothing I can do to help her.
You, I mean, that would evidently work. I'm going to just... Let's do this. 6. Got it. So the carpet is set ablaze by the particular action that you took, and it's just engulfed Grizz as well.
Oh my god,
I killed her on the first game. Sorry, guys.
I still have my I would still take my saving throws, right?
Yes. So the thing is dead, so you can take your first saving throw if you want now, because it is currently just as it dies too. You just hear of something completely not of this plane, and it burns to cinders as the blaze also smolders out across your flesh. So let's see if you come back to us.
It was a 15 because I have advantage, so I rolled twice.
Uh-huh.
So that one was a success.
All right, so you come back with 1 HP, right?
Do you want me to just roll a general, or am I rolling 3 times?
Do you have your... Isn't there like that in D&D Beyond the...
Yeah, so you have to roll, in normal, like, if I fall unconscious during combat, you have to make 3, saving throws, and so long as you make it's either if you make 2 failures and a success, or 2 successes.
But theoretically, in that time, we could be coming towards you because it's by your turn, right?
Yeah, and it's also, there isn't any more, like,
Right.
the combat has stopped. So you would want to roll again then, if that is the logic you wanted to use there, Zeph.
Well, that's why I was
Chris.
asking. That's why I was asking you, like, what you wanted me to do. Like, do you want me to just roll once, or do you want me to roll multiple times?
I see 2 rolls already, and you said 1 was it for advantage?
Yeah. So, I have advantage on death saving throws.
That's brilliant. So roll 1 more time then for me at least.
That's why I was like, guys, I'm fine.
That's kind of cool. Like, you can't really die, but yeah.
Okay, so you did
I
come
gotta
back.
be yelling?
Huh?
So you did come back. I'm guessing with the I would say with those 2 awesome rolls actually, it would be with at least 5 HP. Or no, I'm trying to remember where you're at. At least 2 HP. So your flesh is still smoldering though. Like the flame is put out, but you've got like burntness across your upper torso and your head.
Well, that'll be a cool scar.
I'm gonna like put out a flame, like.
I'm just gonna take like my robes and kind of like fold them on top of themselves to try and like pat the singed parts.
I'm cool, guys. I'm cool. Don't look at me. Look over there.
And I'm just gonna kind of stand up and like straighten myself out and like turn around and be like, alright, well, that was fun. Anybody figure out how to get out of here? And just kind of play it off like nothing happened. Just kind of move my cloak like more over the burnt, nasty part of my face.
And at least luckily now the smell of putrid flesh is covered by burnt flesh.
Oh, yum.
Oh, how nice.
Ooh, chunky.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and just kind of sigh and be like, smells like home.
I'm still looking at you like this.
Just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Can I take the? Do I still have the candle in my mage hand? If not, I'm gonna pick it up. And
how long does that last?
How long does
it's
it last?
1 minute. 1 minute. No, you dropped it pretty much as Zeph was coming back to consciousness. I would say. Shit, Grizz is coming back to consciousness.
Okay. Well, it's a cantrip, so.
So
and I pick it up again.
Okay.
Okay.
And what are you doing with it?
I mean, is it on the ground or is it tackling Grizz?
What, the carpet?
Yeah.
The carpet is cinders and ash on the ground there.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Carpet dead.
The candle though is in your mage hand, like your
Yeah. Is it still lit?
It is still lit.
It's
AF.
It is lit AF. I'm gonna try and light these guys.
Okay.
Can I tell if this table is the table that we just popped off of, or?
Yes, it is absolutely the table you just popped off.
Okay.
That you know. And it is, if upon like kind of like moving it around and kind of jostling it, you notice it is much lighter than you expected, even though it appears to be out of stone. Zolas, you have lit this candle. Let me just make
So Mario actually kind of examines the table closely, does one of those like I'm gonna go with her characteristics are a little abnormal, like she's acts very stoic, but then the moment she's curious, she like breaks out of this character and goes into this very quirky individual. And so she like walks up to the table, looks at it, and then goes like that. And like sniffs and goes, licks it. And then like climbs onto the table and cross-legged, and it's like, please send me back. Please send me back. Please send me back. And she's just sitting there going, please send me back. Oh, for the Lord of Loki, please send me back.
And you just hear in your mind of, back? There is no back. This is the way. And,
no way. You've never showed me a way. So please send me back.
This is the way. You wish
Show
for
me the fucking way.
You wish for power and you wish for everything that at your hands. Just look at the candle to your left.
My left or your left?
Infidel.
My left. You're right.
Wait, you're round. Sorry, I'm not there.
And this is all happening inside of your head.
Or that one. Oh, okay. Thank you. And so, Josh, just to let you know, is that Mariel heard her god and not maybe what was perceived, but that's how she perceived is that her god was talking to her.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So she goes over to the left. The candle. Is that lit now, or is that not lit?
It's not lit. It is, though the, you know, like it is still unlit, but it was the candle that you were aware of, you know. That was lit before.
Okay. So she steps off and she goes, this candle is our pathway.
Brr.
What?
Light the candle that fixes all. Escape.
I don't know. I don't have any lighting things. Anyone have any lighting things? Zolas, get your hands over here. Light this bad boy.
I'm on the other side of the room.
Well,
I could
we're
always
not in
I
battle.
could always use the flint from my pistol.
I mean, yeah.
Says Flint.
Yeah.
Get your wait, Flint. Describe your character again.
I am a ASMR blood hunter.
Okay,
Who is
are you,
visually
perceived as a pirate captain. Pirate
Are you
king, if
buff?
you- Fuck yeah, I'm swole.
Okay, all right. So Mariel is gonna be open, and she'd be like, Flint, why don't you use that rock hard body of yours to light this candle?
Do it.
You just
I
hear the
can't.
tightening sound of leather.
Oh my god!
We're talking about this candle here, right?
Zolas is like,
for a tankard of ale.
I have a tinderbox.
Says Grizz
Looking
walking
easier.
forward.
You're sullying the moment. Shoo! Shoo!
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
So I walk up to the candle, and I just start clicking my pistol, unloaded, just letting the flint spark for it.
Okay. Just roll, just roll a d20 for me.
Just roll.
19.
Just
Jesus
roll.
Christ.
DM has
Oh
had
my
enough
God.
of us.
So you, on the first strike, staring Meryl directly in the eye, hold your pistol off to the wall and just let the flint fall, and the sparks fly straight and true onto the wick of the candle, and it just.
All right, Mariel obviously is like, like gives one of those looks, like intriguing.
A nice eyebrow raise.
Yeah, like I'm gonna. Yeah.
And as you do that, a sound from the corner where the carpet was, presumably under, because the wall just kind of up into the ceiling, and there's a passageway that opens up.
At this moment, Mariel looks at all the flames and goes, "Blessed," and just kind of like takes her little like think, and she's whispering to herself, before walking off.
Ash, roll a perception check for me there.
Who?
Ash. And Grizz, as you kind of get close to the corner.
Oh, there's something around the corner, guys.
Yay! Oh wait, how do I do this? How do I roll a perception?
So if you're if you're in astral, which is, I didn't know how far you got with that, but looks like you got some stuff in here.
What is that?
I have a functioning character sheet, I think.
Very nice.
The only thing I can't really figure out is I'm pretty sure I have no magic abilities, but I can't get these magic thingies to go away.
Which magic thingies?
Like I have example damage spell and then example non-damage spell, and I'm like, I don't have these. Delete. And it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, that's on your edit character space bar. So it's like if you go to edit your character sheet and build character, you can change those at the bottom. You can click on them. Oh, maybe not.
Roll all the way down.
I'm not entirely sure how you do that.
Yeah, click to edit. Space.
Let's click to edit this.
If you right click it at the bottom, it'll say remove from sheet.
Oh, okay, perfect. Because just deleting it wasn't working. All right, that's got.
And
Now-
perception is under wisdom. It's the second from the bottom.
All right, so can I just click on it to roll?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Click to check.
So, and Grizz, it looks like you got a 9, and Zolas, you're rolling as well, because you were in the same vicinity. So you guys, so Grizz, you see a crevasse over to the right, and a head kind of sticking off over it, something lizard-esque, almost dragon-esque to what your knowledge knows. And Ash, you see something similar.
Oh.
Is it a French crevice? A crevasse.
Crevasse.
A crevasse. Sounds like my mom. Crevasse. Crevice mom. It's a crevice.
Do they have crevasses at Target?
Mm-hmm. You can find them. You can find it in aisle 11.
Right next to El Horse Tornado.
La tornado.
Can I tell anything
With the
else that's going on?
cross. Saying cross? Croissant?
Croissant.
Croissant?
So, we, I didn't see Zolas. I didn't know if you. I know you roll in person.
I'm doing it. Yep, I was peeing.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 2. Why?
Woo! So
No,
you
nothing.
rolled around. You stepped around the corner and
-1. 1.
you didn't even see the crevasse. You just seen an open
I see a croissant.
croissant. You see a croissant.
Cool. A pastry.
And I think that's everybody that's here, unless anybody else wants to push through. It looked like Mime was going to Mame.
Yeah.
Mame
Mommy.
was going
Wait,
to
Mommy.
run straight into the center of the chamber. It looked like, and as you do so, you just hear a growl from over in this direction. Just a.
Oh shit.
That was good.
An angry croissant.
Grizzle, you might want to back up and heal yourself for a hot sec.
I can't heal myself, but that's why I'm hugging the wall.
Go eat them dead lizards, fucking zombie.
And
I'm a zombie.
and with the sound of the growl coming forward,
Well, nope.
you hear a harking one almost farther down the chamber, just coming through this way, and it's coming down the chamber, and it sounds like it's sounds like it's answering the first call, and it stops here and can see Grills. Roll initiative.
It's gonna get you.
There's a baby. There's an egg.
Roll initiative.
A baby croissant.
A baby croissant. Oh, they're so cute.
They're so warm and flaky.
Wait. So buttery and decadent. Are we all like? Who's rolling?
This is I'm going back into the chamber. Yeah, it's everyone. Even
Notice my 3.
Even Bach.
My
Also
3.
gonna interject. So before we actually, get down to business to defeat the wormlings,
Yeah.
it's almost 10 o'clock.
I'd say.
That is my bedtime. So I don't know if we want to pause
What the
before this epic battle or not.
Maybe hold off.
Maybe I could roll initiative again next week and not get a 3.
Yeah, I like that
It's
idea.
okay. I got a 3 too. Don't worry.
I have not rolled above 5
Well,
one single time today.
It's overrated.
I mean, it technically saves all of this. So if we're coming back to it, this initiative is going to track for next week. Just FYI.
I rolled a 2 like 5 times in a row.
I feel you.
The
Boom. Let's go
I
with
feel
that.
like
You feel like?
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say, I'm sorry. I'm actually not used to people actually listening to me. I didn't realize. Oh God, what was I even gonna say? I was saying that I feel like my bad luck transferred onto your dice.
I know. Normally I'm rolling great, but I just poured
Yeah.
this other glass of wine, so like now what am I gonna do tonight?
The classy box wine.
Here
Well,
it is.
Hey, don't bash
God.
box wine.
I would say
It's economical and it makes sense.
I would say if you guys are efficient in this, you could probably end this combat pretty quickly. I have to say.
What
Same
are you
as the
saying
other
about Cooper Wilming?
What about pooping?
Cooper.
Cooper
Wormling.
Cooper Wormling.
That would be how you spell copper, by the way. Cooper is with 2 O's.
What? It's a Cooper.
It's
It's a
Cooper.
pooper.
So we may.
Wow, this is my
So-
4th glass of wine.
So because it's a wormling, would it make it a Mini Cooper?
Yes,
Ah.
you mean,
Ah,
Is it feeling super duper?
it is.
Apparently, it's mini copper. So
It's a mini copper. Yeah, it's a penny.
The only
And-
So,
me-
you guys can do whatever you want, and I'll, put myself back here in the corner if you want. But I'm need to log off and go to bed.
I
Okay. I
Mame.
was gonna say, Mame, you what is that? There's a bean. Edamame. Edamame is what I'm thinking of.
Edamame is
Right.
good.
Edamame is. But you match the background very close. Like I was like, what's a mame? What's that title going on in the middle? You just blend it right in.
I like to blend it. I like to not be noticed unless I want to make myself be noticed.
if we're continuing this Baharash, you need to roll initiative again for me. I don't see it unless I've missed it.
But
It's coming.
8. Okay.
8.15.
So it would be Meryl's turn first.
oh, yeah.
What? But I rolled a 1. Wait, no, I didn't roll 1. Sorry, just keep going.
That made absolutely no sense, Cassidy. Meryl's going first. What? I rolled a 1. That's not how that works. Shit. I mean, I don't even know.
So the initiative right now, just so everybody has it in their purview to some degree, and like I said, it saves for next week if we were running to pause. It's Meryl, Flint, the first wormling
Damn
you
right
guys
it
saw,
is.
and then Grizz, and then the second copper, and then Baharash, and then Zolas, Mame, and then Ash.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is a good stopping point for me too. So I don't know if we want to. Do we want to keep going, or is everyone okay to keep going, or?
Pause.
I'm good with pausing for right
I'm
here.
Yeah,
good
I'd say
with
let's pause.
Good with pausing.
Cool.
You guys are wonderful.
So
My leather chaps are getting pretty tight.
Yes.
As an insight too, if you guys were to rest right now, you're more than likely to, especially after this fight, be level 3 or 4.
What? That's some damage. That's gonna be Meryl's. Whoa.
I had 1 spell slot, so that's going to be amazing.
I think something other than these candles is lit in this party.
Well, awesome session, guys.
Yes, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. I already have died and come back to life once.
It's her speciality now.
Technically,
Well, technically twice.
and technically, you didn't come back to life because. So.
There's something about a heartbeat that's
No,
missing.
but
I don't know.
that's cool. Cool.
What heartbeat?
That's why I said it's missing.
I feel like Zeph is the first one to approach everything, but Griselda is going to have to take a different approach.
I know. I was trying really hard back in the room, like whenever I was asking about the table. Like I was trying really hard to like get details about the table before just like I jump on the table.
Yeah.
Consequences, they're real.
I mean, I think honestly that is something that like it's hard with D&D is what parts of yourself are kind of just an innate reaction that, especially if we're drinking, like what's the thing that you're gonna do without you being able to control? Like for example, like the character that they randomly created, my intelligence was like a -5. And I was like, I can't play that naturally because I'm so effing curious that I'm always going to just generally do something that is not at a -5 intelligence level. Like, oh, the character just kind of wanders off, and I'm like, nah, son. Like, I'm gonna want to get in there, and that's just who I am. So,
You
I
just
can't
look
do it.
over and there she is licking rocks. That rock tastes like pudding.
So,
Well, here's
that's where
curiosity and intelligence, like, to me, aren't really the same thing. Like, you could still be curious about something and say, like, I want to know what's in that room. So, like, you try to find the room, but your intelligence isn't high enough to go into the room. Like,
You're just walking into the wall. Why can't I get in there? Gee willikers, this is hard.
well, yeah, well, kind of. So, I don't know who all here has watched Critical Role, specifically their first
Negative.
campaign.
Nerd.
But, yeah, I know. But they have Grog, who is Goliath, and he is, like, dumb as can be. But, like, the one shot that I'm watching is they're searching for Grog right now because he acquired a deck of many things and was just sitting in a courtyard one day looking at all the, like, shuffling the deck and then just randomly pulled a card because he was curious what it did.
Yeah.
And because he was stupid and he doesn't know, like, about, like, magic, really, he pulled a card and his soul got kidnapped.
Oh.
To a different realm.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what you mean though, because playing a low intelligence character in mine and yours campaign is hard too.
It's rough, and I know it's rough for you because, like, there's so many times you're like, but at the same time, like you have.
I know the solution, but like, it's not the natural thing for my character to do.
And that's not even like in Cassidy's experience, is it's not even like an intelligence level. I mean, I'm not saying you're stupid, but I'm saying that, like, you have the most. What's doing there?
It's my dice, but it's in the light.
Oh, I see it. I just saw you doing like this and going like.
Oh, it's this dice. But
is it working? Is it in there? This is how this happens.
Look at it. The eclipse. Total eclipse. No?
Yeah, no, we can see it. We can see it.
Okay.
But going back to what I was saying is that, like, Cassidy has quite a bit more experience in D&D than the other group. So she's more comfortable kind of exploring and doing these different things, but she technically has a really, like, unintelligent character. What?
I know, someone beduped.
Badoop.
Oh,
no,
Ike turned his sexy face cam off.
That's all.
So yeah, no frogs. Yeah. Craig's still recording.
Craig's still here.
You want me to get him?
Craig.
I get him out.
That's important.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. So you lovely people, this has been wonderful. Great campaign. I will see you next
It's over.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, mommy.
Mommy.
Bye, buddy. Bye, mommy.
Craig leave.
Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know what I particularly said about my work situation, but
You said enough.
Crop
might
the Craig.
Don't worry. I cropped it out last time. Don't worry. I know at least in those regards. I'm at least cautious in those situations because it's like that's your profession.
Yep.
But otherwise, if you guys make an ass of yourself, that's not my fault.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean,
just crop out anytime I talk.
We keep mentioning another character, but I've yet to hear from this character.
There's just like silence in certain portions.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Oh, and Jesse and Johnny, if you wanted to join the good campaign, you could. I know that what I'm thinking of to do, just to fill the people that are left here in on, is that I'll alternate what we were saying in the chat there. So like this week was evil, next week will be good, and then the following week will be good, or evil. Sorry, evil, good, evil, good, evil, good. Yeah. So. Then,
when one must yang, the other must yang.
So if you guys wanted to join the other campaign in that regard too, you could if you wanted, and I can figure out how to wrap you in, but you would definitely want to start out as level 5s if you wanted to build a second character and start in that.
I think I'll start with one campaign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for right now.
It's a good start.
What about you,
Keep the
Jesse?
character.
Yeah, I'll probably keep it with one campaign because we need to get B&B rolling again because I miss it.
Yeah, Ralph needs to dust off his fucking beef jerky skin and get back out there in the waste.
You just want to eat another person.
Listen, I don't care what happened. I tore that dude's head off in that boat.
What if it's Chad?
Well, then Chad's gonna have to be Chad 2 because Chad 1's fucking decapitated. And he tasted like a hot dog.
So I don't know if you guys have ever watched what is it, Jojo Cat? Or no, Dingo Doodles.
No.
Jojo Cat?
Jojo Cat's something else.
Oh.
But Dingo Doodles has a campaign on YouTube about her D&D series that she plays, and her character has a curse that is slowly taking over her body. And me and Johnny were talking about it, and he's like, what if I had something similar? So without telling him, I implemented it, and at one point I was just like, you need to make me like a constitution saving throw. And he failed, and I was like, hey, a voice whispers to you to eat that guy. And he was just like, okay. I was like, you're not gonna fight at all? He's like, nope, I'm just gonna do it. So he ate a person.
So for context,
Yeah, I was gonna say backstory.
everybody that doesn't know about our homebrew campaign that we have, for anybody that's ever played Fallout, it's Fallout based, and Johnny is a ghoul.
Oh, that checks out.
But as like a joke that's now turning into be a fucking curse, we all know the glowing ones are completely like blood soak irradiated. And I was like, my dick glows. Like my dick,
glowing one.
yes, I have a glowing ting one. And now every time I fail my roll, my glow just starts to spread out from my crotch. And eventually make me full feral into a glowing one.
That's great.
You know, you're probably gonna eat Jen.
No, Jen, I'm gonna kick her out before it turns. It's like someone who gets like infected with like the T virus. They're like, just go. Just go. I'm done for. Like, there's nothing you can do for me. Get out of here.
And
it's like glowworm STDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so backstory on Jen is that she is a midget lady of the night that Johnny's character fell in love with, and is like, all right, you're coming on adventures with us.
And I was lucky enough to persuade her to say yes.
Nice.
And now she's my portable fleshlight.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Because she lights up when the glowing one goes in her.
Dear Lord.
I'm happy for you all.
And as a byproduct, she is now sterile from the amount of radiation she has taken.
That makes sense. That all checks out.
Yep.
So
Wow.
talking about wrapping things in, I was going to wrap in a skill tree of sorts. Is that the abilities, and this is more pertaining to, I would guess, the good campaign in the regards that you guys don't really much have skills right now. But I know, for instance, like Sarah, you were looking for alchemy, and I know Zeph. Gab. I'm gonna keep doing that. You were
My
brewing
brewery skill.
Yeah, so like I would say that it goes inside of the other skill sets of things, and every time you do it, it would cause a minor increase into those things. And I can explain that when we get to that, if you just remind me. Because I have it kind of written out, but I thought it was a cool integration for certain things. Like, if anybody, even in the bad campaign, eventually, if you guys wanted to, like, you know, increase your leatherworking, your craftsmanship, whatever the hell, you know, outside of the things, you just start doing it and it starts increasing. Or you find a book on it, i.e. Thea finding a book on stuff and increasing her skills.
So we're doing fucking RuneScape scaling.
Yep, and it would be dependent upon what you do and how you learn that, on how you learn that. So I think it's pretty not efficient wasn't the way that I was going to go with it. Interesting, because like then it gives you something else for your character to be interested in besides just murdering and killing.
Yeah, see, I like that a little bit better than like, here's your skills, you get a proficiency bonus, you're either proficient or not, and that's it. Like, I like the idea of like being able to grow certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Thea got a book recommendation from a god, so or a goddess. So
watch enough ye olde YouTubers and learn a skill.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to do that? I saw it on the internet. What's the internet?
Don't worry about it.
That's a god, and it's like your meditation. They're like, yes, it's it's like internet, and it's like a net web of thought processes. You're like, yes, it's internet.
Jeeves is your patron.
Ask Jeeves. Oh my god.
Yep.
But you have to dig through the doggy pile to get to it. Nope. Please tell me someone remembers doggy pile.
That one's over my head.
A group of people.
Yeah, it was another search engine before Jeeves.
Nope.
I'm a child.
Wait,
so.
wasn't it Fetch?
No, it was called doggy pile.
I know what you're talking about. And you would do it and the little dog would animate when it was loading.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's for some reason in my head it's Fetch.
No, it was called doggy pile. They made us use it in school a lot.
Doggy pile.
But that was before.
Oh, I think you might be thinking of dog pile.
Yeah, close enough.
Yep, I know what you're talking about now.
Yep, they made us use that in high school or middle school.
Yeah.
I did not use that. Alright, well, I'm gonna head off. The rest of the fam here is heading to bed, and I have to give hugs, so.
Ciao, ciao. Enjoy the weather.
Enjoy.
Laters. Bye.
So I managed to get D&D Beyond to work.
Awesome.
And she's already spent money.
I bought a book.
Hey, I don't blame you there.
I bought E-Baron.
I don't know which one that one is. E-Baron?
Let me go back to it. Like E-Baron War?
Oh, Eberron. Eberron. I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I've watched too many videos on stupid stuff like that too, and they pronounce it that way, so my brain is just attuned to it in that particular. I don't read half the stuff that I do anymore. I just listen to it because I don't have time to fucking read like I'd like. But
yeah, same here. I have so many books that are just on tape.
Yep. But if you go to that link that I just sent to in chat, that's our campaign in D&D Beyond. If you guys wanted to add your characters to it so I can see your character sheets. Then
so we shouldn't
character.
We shouldn't level up until we short rest, right?
Exactly.
Or long rest.
Long rest. So that's
All
where
right, let me add it. Am I able to make changes later, like if I come up with like a picture for my character and such?
100%.
I
know how you are with your ability to art, so.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, if I stick it to just this one campaign, I was like, I could probably do like a portrait of everybody's character, just quick and dirty, nothing fancy.
Oh man, I don't think you'd know how much.
I like it quick and dirty.
I don't think you know how much everybody would appreciate that either, too, because like, I know.
$5 a drawing. Come on, boys.
I know.
Yeah, girls, we're not. PC.
I know, Cassidy, you had done your own drawing for the last campaign, but I don't think anybody else has their own drawing otherwise.
Yep, I'd be willing to help, cause like, I don't know, I've been stunted with drawing because I just look at a blank page and I'm like, well, what do I put on this? Nothing? Okay, I'm gonna go play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I felt that, and I was like, there's no character token that looks like my character, so I'm just gonna do it. And I did it.
Fun fact, that's actually what, like, super sunk my teeth into Jess, was her drawing my D&D character from a high school camp.
Which I did not give him the original, I kept it. I gave him a copy.
Yeah.
And some super side notes. These two over here, Johnny and Jesse, are husband and wife, just so you know. Couple here.
I assume you guys all know each other.
Yeah, from high school.
I'm hardcore fifth wheeling right now.
I mean,
so
if that's not technically the case because there's like 4 of us, so 2 and 2. That's
yeah. Ike clopped out. So
yep.
Well, I assume that Ike and Gab.
It sounds like Gab is still here.
And
it
Josh.
looks like,
Yeah, I'm still
guess
here.
so, Fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a technical loophole where they're married, they just don't know it.
If common law were a thing in Ohio, we would be.
Yeah, see?
Oh wait, I thought it was.
Is it?
Dun dun dun!
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that my aunt and my uncle are considered technically married because they've been together for like 15 years, but they just never got married because my aunt Beck was like, I'm not paying for a second one, fuck that shit.
No. Ohio does not
like,
recognize cohabitation or domestic
Yeah, it
partnership.
no longer holds validity.
Okay.
Before for common law marriages, unless the common law marriage happened before a certain date. What's the certain date?
Oh yeah, what is the date?
Do you guys all know each other from high school?
Yes.
Gab does.
No.
Gab, I didn't meet until I was an adult.
Yeah, I met all
What's
of
an
them
adult,
through
though?
Ike.
Right.
Common law marriages in Ohio are prohibited after October 10th, 1991.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. It was. Well.
That's when they started cracking down on the gay.
You know what? I don't know. I would have to ask because she's been with George a long time. But I know.
What if they are married? Dun dun dun!
They probably are, but because I know they had Georgie in 2000, and they had been together quite a while before that. Because I remember Lacey hated him. She was like, "Ew, no, you're not my dad. Fuck you." That's how kids are.
I think common law is 7 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
This is interesting too. In order for the marriage to be or grandfathered common law marriage in Ohio to hold legal validity, the marriage must have been entered into between a female that was at least 16 years old and a male that was at least 18 years old.
Oh well, yep. They both were well above that.
That sounds like a Joe Biden law if I ever heard one.
Yeah, well, 16.
I mean, if we just.
I mean, just think about what you were doing at 16.
Yeah.
I don't want to, especially at this hour of the night.
No.
What's even creepier is, so for common law to be a thing, it has to be 7 years. So they would have had to have started dating when the girl was 9 years old.
Oh, God.
That's creepy as shit.
It's creepy as shit.
Okay, let's go back to D&D.
Probably why common law marriages are no longer recognized in Ohio.
Yeah, because they're like, this is not okay. Oh. Don't look at me.
It's fine. It's Legos. They snap back together. Which also, like, I used to always bitch at her about her, like, her Amazon spendings and buying book spendings. Yeah, this past week I can't say shit for like the rest of the year.
Yeah, I haven't bought a book in like 2 months, so fuck you. I've been getting all the free stuff and it's not that good.
Yeah, I spent $300 on Legos this past week.
Oh, dear Lord.
There's a number for people like you.
Yeah, it's called 1-800-LEGOS. Buy more.
Yeah, fuck them. They have horrible shipping. Don't buy your Legos through Lego.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
so
it takes like a month, maybe 2, to get here.
You were going to say, though, Jess, so...
So I made that character, and I added it to the link you sent me.
I see a Ash, yeah.
So can we incorporate that into the astral?
So if you go to the general link up at the top, and you copy that, and you go to astral, and you open up your character sheet in there. Let me know when you get to that point.
Okay, so I'm copying the link from where? From the character campaign or from the page with my character sheet on it?
The character sheet in D&D Beyond.
Alright.
Is where you copy that link. Then you go to Astral.
And open up my character window?
Yep. And then you go under your name, Ash, and there's a display, and there should be once you click on that, character sheet URL, and that's where you can enter that.
Alright. Go.
If you want to test roll.
Saving. It doesn't look like it changed much.
The sheet won't change in Astral at all. But now what that does is if you go back to your sheet in D&D Beyond and roll from there, so if you even just click like your short bow, if you go to attack, I think it is, and then click on short bow and roll it. I don't use it that much. Gab, you might make to help me there. Wielding just Beyond 20. There's like a Beyond 20 thing that pops up too.
Yeah, you can just click on like the square whenever you hover over it becomes gray. Just click on it and it'll roll for you.
Well, that's...
Oh!
Dude, I just rolled from your sheet and it even came up. If you look in chat, if you go back to Astral, I didn't think that would work. That's really weird. I didn't know that would work at all.
I guess that you have that option for whenever like somebody can't make it to the campaign and like maybe you need to access their character sheet, be like, okay, they roll this.
Yeah. Well, that's what I don't think everybody is in the D&D Beyond campaign there, but at least it does for the people that are using it mostly. I do have access to it to view at the very least. So I can see your character sheets, which is useful from a DM standpoint. So I can prepare when you guys level up to and see like what new stuff that I am in need to be prepared for. Basically.
Yeah. This is nice. My stepbrother Brad was trying to get me to buy D&D Beyond, but he's a really terrible salesperson, and I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm good with paper. I mean, I am. But to do this, we need this D&D Beyond. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy this book because I want it.
Yeah. And I mean, it
Actually,
helps. It helps the rest of the D&D stuff too, right? Like all of that goes to creating more.
Yeah, and also, can't we like link accounts? Because I think he was talking, because he is a DM as well, and he links his account to his players for the whatever campaign they're playing, so that they have access to all the books that he's purchased. So since I've purchased a book, can I like you guys link to it so that you can also access this book?
I have no idea. That was something you might want to ask him, because I have that same one that you purchased, actually, Eberron, because I really like. I don't know which class you actually went with, but I really like the Artificer, and that's the only campaign that I know for sure that it's in, and I don't know. I've not experienced that where we can share books with each other. That's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't-
wanted to ask him. He's probably asleep right now.
I haven't purchased anything on D&D Beyond, and I've somehow made it this far. So I don't really know what I'm missing out on. But
I know.
I'm sure
Well,
it's cool.
the free stuff was all fine, but this one race that I wanted was only in the Iberian campaign, and I was like, I want it.
Something I've been trying to convince myself that I don't need, especially with like tax money coming in, is you can buy just all of their source books in like a bundle.
Jesus. Isn't it like $700 though?
Well, so there's one that's 700, but then there's
Holy.
also one that's like 400.
Still.
Yeah, because I looked at the bundles first, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
The only the other thing other than Eberron that I purchased, which was the one just before this last big release, which was Tasha's Cauldron to Everything, and that was just a lie because it was not a cauldron to everything.
What was it?
It was
A cauldron to something.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there are some things that I'm still missing. Is all.
So they have the legendary bundle, which is all 41 official like source books in it and adventure books that D&D has come out with so far, and it is $785.90.
Woof.
Mine is on sale for $755.
Dear
Oh,
Lord.
But they also
Get
have
it.
the source book bundle, which is all 17 source books, so all of the like player's handbook and stuff, and none of like the like adventure books, and it's $391.35.
Oh my god.
on sale for me for $361. Why is this stuff on sale for me?
Plus-
it wasn't
Probably
earlier when I looked at it.
Plus,
So, it says you automatically receive a 10% discount off standard pricing for all future digital books. So maybe because you bought a book already, and that book would be included in those, then it's like cheaper because it's knocking off the price of that one book.
Plus, there's always, I think you pointed out I don't know how many times ago, and a couple different times even, Gab, that you can you can homebrew your own stuff. Like, if there's something specifically that you want to do that you don't want to really purchase. Or, I've noticed, too, if you go into a particular book, and you find, like, a skill or a race or something like that, you can purchase just that. Instead of, like, the whole book, which is nice. And it only, like, a couple bucks for, like, an individual thing that you want. Which is kind of cool that they break it out price-wise. I haven't seen something
That's
like...
nice.
Yeah.
Wait, you can buy digital dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
What the
I
F?
know.
I own like 2 pounds of freaking dice. I don't need digital.
And speaking of...
But it's so tempting.
And speaking of all of such, too, and I know Sarah's not here, but she's already offered her place up for one of our once she gets her new place in Pittsburgh for a session. But the trouble is some of the other players too, from the other campaign. There's one that's in Columbus, and there's Liv, which you guys all know Olivia, who's in DC.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, we could, if you wanted to do like a partial in-person session, we could set up like TVs with cameras so that they could see all of us and we could see them.
That's true, too.
Like, I think Critical Role does that with that one girl who's like in every show
Ashley
now.
Johnson.
Yeah, that one.
Her less.
That's always an option too if somebody can't like make it to something like that. But it was a thought to have it eventually in person sometime.
I like to roll physical dice anyway, so I just do it. But
See, I thought that because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna need dice," and I yelled at Jess to go grab our dice. And I was like, "Oh, my dice are at my desk." And
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we
know.
have really cool, expensive dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I got
fancy
dice
metal
for
people.
Christmas. I got dice for Christmas, and I needed to use them, so it felt like D&D Beyond was not right.
Oh, same. Jess got me a set of like hollow metal dice that are like iridescent purple.
Mm.
If you click on the picture that he sent of the pirate ship, you can see them in the background.
Also, the other thing to note from that, I would say, is if you noticed, I mean, obviously, Cassidy, you're rolling in person. So all of you guys could also roll in person. I have no problem with that. Just make sure you enter your rolls in the chat when you do roll it, like Cassidy does, so that I can keep track of it later. Because when I get...
we could all have like a little special camera aimed at just our dice rolls.
D&D Beyond is still helpful because I add from that character sheet, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just like, except for today, I like rolling in person, but today sucked.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Well, you know,
But
it was the full moon, so that affects some people.
Yeah.
And I have to say I'm disappointed that no one asked me why my ship's name.
Ship's what? You cut out there.
That I'm kind of disappointed that no one asked why my ship is called the Long Neck.
I think we all know.
I just assumed it was some sort of innuendo.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain it to us?
Nope, it's not about wieners at all.
Is it the mask?
Wild card.
What's it about?
Okay, so this goes back to when I first bought this ship, like a week ago. I named it the Long Neck because when dinosaurs died and decomposed, they turned into oil. Oil makes plastic. Plastic is Lego. The long neck.
He's guessing at his Lego's previous life.
Yes, and we were playing Ark like the night before, so.
Are you gonna name the captain Littlefoot?
No, the captain is well, I don't know the captain on this ship. I'll have to look in the book. But the big one I just bought, his name is Redbeard.
Oh, there you go.
Fitting.
Well, that's
Right?
fitting. Yeah.
Right? In the 90s, I can't justify spending $400 ever on the Lego ships from the 90s because they're discontinued. The captain of those ships was called Brickbeard.
Oh.
And I'm like, that is so much cooler than Redbeard.
That is cool.
Fucking Brickbeard, that's awesome.
I think we can all say that that's way more innocent than what we thought you were going for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We all thought you were just a dirty pervert.
After my leather tightened.
Yeah, that's all we needed to hear. I'm gonna go though, guys.
Clapping in the background.
Is he smacking his stomach?
Yes.
I knew it!
Hey, I'm piecing out, but
Aight.
enjoy the nice sound of that.
Try to sleep with that sound in your head.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Peace.
I'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. So I have a question. Can I change this tiny little icon that is my character?
In Astral. Correct? Is that your question?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yes, you can. If you go to... Oh, you just did it. Nice.
I did. I kind of thought it would just let me look at it, but ew.
Yeah, so you can change that free willing, and you can even, if you give me a what's best always, and you'll understand what I mean by a PNG, so that there isn't any background, and it's just the character. I can upload it into Astral and then put it into the into your selection there. But there's a good bit to choose from already. But it is not infinite, obviously.
Yeah.
So like I said, if you wanted to, and I know how you like to draw and create your own things there, so if you want to draw something and create it in something and then send it over to me, I can put it in here.
Okay, I could probably come up with something or find something.
Yeah. Whatever you'd like.
You said PNGs are best?
Yeah, because most of the time they are like they don't register like the white backgrounds when you're searching in like a Google search or something like that too. But you still have to be. It's not 100%. It's just
I'm blowing up my what? Oh.
It's just the best option whenever I'm searching for something. I always add PNG after it because it's more likely that it's not going to have a random background in it.
I think that might be an option at the top if like you're in Google Images.
Mm-hmm.
You go to like tools or settings, or even sometimes it'll just pop up and be like, do you want this as a PNG or a JPEG or
Yep.
Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, because I typed in top-down character PNG and it said,
Yep.
do you want, and it gave me a bunch of like zombie, horde, orc, D&D, so I just clicked on D&D.
Yep.
Here's a fun little tidbit. Do not search top-down female blah blah blah, because then you just get a bunch of pictures of tits.
Upload one of them.
It's quite literally just females with their tops down.
Isn't that nice? I kind of like
It
this
is nice.
weird, like very simplistic vector one. It's just like a whole sheet of like cops and hoodlums or something.
Something or other.
Well, I found cute ones. Maybe I shouldn't go for cute, but I found cute ones. I know, I've actually been thinking about this character for like, I don't know, since you guys brought it up, and then, Jesus, you alcoholic.
Fight me.
And I was like, I know exactly what I want to do. And then when we sat down to make it, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Because I know how to do it with a pen and paper.
Yeah.
Wait.
Right, and that's I figured something that was going to sort of happen because of the situation, but it's all good.
It happened.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a good time.
And you know what to do in the future if you need to.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Fake it till you make it.
So how did you guys stumble across Astral?
That would be all me. I was searching for some free options of a virtual tabletop, and just I obviously came across a couple other ones first, including Roll20, which is the normal to go to, but I tried both this and Roll20 at the same time, and just kept going with Astral because it had more options. It had better presentation, and that was basically all she wrote because I just yeah, I really do a lot of research before I choose one direction or another. Even with this campaign, like I said, Maniopolis, however you want to say it, is Greek for
Sounds like a cool town.
yeah, for manipulation, which the other campaign, I'm slightly inebriated if you can't tell by now, is also Greek, and it's Alalopolis, which is actually loosely based upon the concept of how plants steal and or are connected all to each other through this like
Gaia.
it's the mushroom connection thing. I'm trying to remember. It was
Mycelial network.
thank you.
Life force.
Yeah, it was actually
I've been watching a lot of
Star Trek. It's actually that's actually where I drew the idea somewhat from, because the idea with that god and that concept is that he's the connection god and he just connects everything, whereas this one is the god of manipulation, the opposite of that, where he's just like an innate force that connects everything. This one is like forcefully trying to do stuff, you know, manipulating. And
Just trying to fuck everything up.
How much? Well, I guess you can't tell me. I was gonna say, how much can he actually manipulate? Can he manipulate anything, or does he have limitation? But yeah, that's probably something good.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Boom, boom.
I'm gonna complain the whole time.
I mean, these are some Brigbane thoughts that you can bring to your character's life and like start getting people onto. And the table that you guys all just ran away from was what was talking to you as to what you could perceive. So I don't know.
I thought you said it was a disembodied voice, sir.
It was a disembodied voice, but while you were on the table.
So I'm gonna metagame and just stay on the table the whole time.
That's all right. The first group decided completely on their own, and I came with all of this shit like on the fly. But so you guys don't know half of it only because I didn't also record it. I wrote a lot of it and then just kept rolling with it. But they took it and picked it up and carried it around.
The table? Nice.
Yeah.
We had a player that was carrying the table for like easily like 5 sessions before we decided to just leave it on our ship.
Was it Ike?
No.
I know he has an affinity for, like, I'm gonna take this. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna take it. Like, child corpses.
Yeah. Such weird stuff. So, in the other campaign, has he done anything fucking weird yet? Because I know we, like, sparked some weird goddamn ideas.
Oh, he's definitely
No, he's actually pretty reserved.
yeah, but he's definitely sparked ideas. If that's to be, they're not bad though. They're all in a relative form of good, which is interesting. Talked about starting a school.
What?
Yeah.
But only with the intent of spreading the word of, like,
The goddess.
a goddess. So, like, pretty much wanted to start a Catholic school.
So that it can make the goddess stronger, though. To grant their boons that they have yet to cash in on. Which is basically like a wish that the goddesses said that they have upon her for helping her.
Okay, so I'm trying to find, like, specifically my character race, and brony ship keeps popping up.
What?
What?
Jess is a brony.
Apparently, there's a brony! called... I don't know what it's called. My Little Pony villains.
The
Or-
bronies have infected D&D. It is no longer pure and sacred.
Burn it.
Actually, Critical Role has a My Little Pony one shot.
Oh my god.
God.
Yeah. But it's actually pretty funny.
Oh, let me put it to D&D, thank god.
I don't know if you have this or not, but if you're in Astral, from a DM side of things, you can click on that character image, which you've done before, and there's an import asset folder under upload assets.
I see.
Okay.
Upload.
You
Drag
don't.
and drop files from your computer.
Do you see import though? I was curious of that.
I have an upload, and
But-
it says to drag and drop, but that's the only thing I have.
So under import, there isn't a imported. What was it? I'm having to reload my thing. I wasn't looking at it. And it's under the upload. Click demo. Imported assets is what it's called. Under the upload assets.
No, I only have upload assets, and then when I click on upload assets, I get
That pop-up window.
drag and drop files from your computer, so on and so forth. Max file size is 25 MB.
Okay.
Use so on and so forth.
Yeah, so that'll probably put your character into the like if you were to take an image or anything like that, you could upload it and just have it in there. But if you shapeshift or anything like that, I've run into the problem with Cassidy, who just logged off a little bit ago, where she's a druid in the other campaign. She ships all the time. When she uploaded her first one, that if I don't
Words are hard.
if I don't have it, then I can't go back to it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I should just send it to you.
Yes.
Oh,
So that you have access to it.
Exactly.
Josh, the reason I started laughing was because I thought you were going to mention how it uploaded wrong and she ended up being a squatty dog.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So that wasn't actually anything to do with the upload. That's just because of the ratio of things. So if you're under display of your character, if you see that, there's a 1:1. If you click on display, you can change the size of your character. Generally, I mess with that stuff, but most people don't really see that. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
And you can actually change the ratio, so you could leave the first one 1 and the second one be a 2. It can't be point or anything. I found that much out, but then you can have some oddly proportioned people.